All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Crazy Crafter live stream. My name is Colin Bressie, and I am joined, as always, by my dear friends Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos, Zane Morgan from Zane Morgan Crafts, and today,
hello,
our featured guest joining us today to check out your bridge ambushes, John Lombardi from Tabletop Witchcraft. Welcome back to the Crazy Crafter live stream, my friend.
How's it going? How you guys doing?
It's good. We're doing good. I'm good. Zane, Michael, how are you guys doing?
I'm fantastic.
Awesome.
I'm brilliant.
That's a good answer.
We're glad you all could join us today. We see a bunch of you out there in the chat already hanging out. Cross from Campaign Terrain is out there. Tina Martins is having a little bit of dinner before she joins us and hangs us out on the stream. Carl is pushing for Tentacles hardcore for the January guild build. Martin Dramatopulp at the air is out there. Rich Smith is out there. Let's see. David Darling is out there. Russian bots are out there spamming the chat. Welcome, Russian bot. Welcome, Russian bots. We welcome you and we hope you come in peace.
Was that actual real Russian?
No. I made that up. That's not real Russian.
We got some jokers out there already too. In the form of Davin talking about the hairdryer.
Oh my goodness! Waiting for the hairdryer.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. We'll get into the hairdryer, and we're going to talk about that. Actually, might be something John utilizes today, depending on how this stream goes. We'll see how it all goes. But we are very excited to be hosting the December Tabletop Crafters Guild build here on the Crazy Crafter live stream. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Tabletop Crafters Guild, it's about 40,000 plus members strong right now. A Facebook group that was started by Bill from Wylock's Armory, and we've got a bunch of awesome guild masters that help kind of moderate the entire group, and we decided to bring back the guild build, and it's going to be hosted. It's going to bounce around from channel to channel. This month it's here on my channel, and we're doing the bridge ambush. So everyone came up with their own takes on bridge ambushes. You've submitted those pictures. If you haven't done so, we can find a link for you guys. Zane or Michael can throw it up there in the chat for you. You can post your pictures all the way up until the end of this stream, right? We'll have a chance to go back and take a look at it. But today is all about you guys. It's about the community out there getting a chance to see your work and celebrate it today. So the four of us are really excited to check out and see what you guys have come up with today. A couple of us... we've all kind of like thrown in our own builds. I think Zane, Michael, and I all got a build in there. John might be working on a build today. You want to talk to us a little bit about that before we dive into it, John? John was just like, you guys all built something. I want to build something too. So
I felt guilty that I didn't make anything. I was working on some content for the channel all week and kind of got caught up a little bit. So I figured, I don't know, we'll see. Now I'm on the spot. Now I have to do it. But I'm going to make a little bridge myself, I think.
Nice.
Out of some styrodur, carve it up. See how crazy and quick I can make this. So
I think you can.
We'll see what happens.
I believe you can make something quick. I remember tuning in to you and Daffod when he came and joined you on a stream a couple weeks ago, and watching you guys just riff off of the chat and each other and what you guys were able to come up with in that short period of time. I think a bridge is no problem, John. I think it'll be easy peasy, and you'll be able to employ that new hairdryer, put it to work. Let's see. Michael and Zane, before we dive into that, I've also posted that link. We should talk about the January guild build too. There's a link up there. I'll post it multiple times throughout the day, but it's a little link to a website. You can vote on the theme for January's build as well. So we'll need your help by that. By the end of the stream, whatever has the most votes, that'll be the next theme for the January guild build. It'll be pretty exciting. Let's see. Shall we dive in, boys? So we head on over and start looking at these builds?
Heck yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, we're going to head on over and we're going to Wichita.
Cool. Just posted that link in the chat for, it's too many words. Submit for the,
too many words. There's also... Oh, before I do that, hold on. Let me cut it back. Let me do this real quick.
How did you get it? I've been trying my ass off to get that link to work.
Uh-oh. Which one? The Survey Monkey one?
No, the Google Drive.
Oh, I don't know.
Good job, Michael.
Pasted it. Also, just a quick note for y'all today. If you want to call into the stream when your build comes up, I think it's just going in alphabetical order off of the builds here. All you have to do is click the link to the Zoom here, which I can share with you all momentarily.
That might be a bit weird because the YouTube is ahead of us. Or no, sorry, we're ahead of YouTube. There's a delay.
Right. That won't matter. Because
if they see their...
Oh, well...
You see them?
I see what you're saying. I
mean, we could always go back and talk about it.
We can always go back and talk about it, too.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying. That is a little cattywampus. I'll still put the link up there. So... Yeah. We'll try it. If you are around and you're available, call into the link. All you need to do is have Zoom. Make sure your video is muted, and we'll go from there. So let's see how it works. I don't know. Maybe I break the stream, but that's okay. I've done it before. I'll do it again. All right. There we go. There's the link. Now we can head on over, and we'll start checking out some builds here. Let's go on back here. Boop.
We literally had 3 submissions in less than an hour ago.
Oh, cool. That's great. That's awesome. Everyone's building to the last minute. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we're going to pop on over here to the first one. And this build comes to us from our guest last week on the Crazy Crafter live stream. This is from Denny over at N-Scale Dystopia. So this is his bridge ambush here. If you guys have the Google Drive, I think you guys have the link, have it up and along. We can follow. I'm just going from the top here. But this is looking pretty spectacular. So Denny last week on the stream. Look at that. Tina's already joined. Tina's going to join the stream here and chat with us. Let's get Tina in here. The stream last week, John, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Denny he's on at Model Railroader on Instagram or N-Scale Dystopia on YouTube, but it's an awesome channel, dude. You should 100% check him out. And the detail and the work that he puts in for his dioramas, his whole thing is like a post-apocalyptic dystopian world in the N-Scale model railroading scale at 1/60th scale. So last week he put Zane, Michael, and I in a build, and he felt bad. John. He was just like, I need to put a cool like monster up there for John. So he made a monster, and he's like, that's John Lombardi transformed, and like kind of like hulking out. Okay. On us. And I was like, perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect. So
I like it.
You made it into the diorama as well.
Thank you.
Tina, are you there? Do we have Tina? I don't know if she's got her audio set up. We've admitted her. She's there. We'll have her chime in when we get a chance. But I love all the detail that Denny put in here. Everything from that aluminum grating. You can see he built this bridge on the stream last week in preparation for the December guild build and submitting it here. And he's got this like little aluminum like grating that he pulls and picks apart John, and he layers it underneath his work, and it makes perfect rebar for concrete.
I was gonna say, I noticed that. I was looking at some of these last night. That rebar was cool. Nice little touch. I like that.
And he did this in N scale, so it's about 10 millimeter figures.
That's so crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Zane, talk to us a little bit about who's sitting on the couch there.
So that's Grumpy Zane, according to Denny, and that's because. Huh?
I was just gonna say, why does he think you're grumpy?
That's because I live in the Great White North of Chicago, Illinois, and we have the lake effect, which makes things a lot colder than, say, Maine. Sorry, John.
Fine with me.
Yeah. And I'm from Florida, so I hate the cold and I hate snow. And one morning we were chatting, and I sent a picture of me all bundled up. You could only see like this much of my face, and I just looked angry. So he dubbed me as Grumpy Zane. So that's me sitting on the couch being stalked by John Lombardi, sitting on a couch grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Story time's over.
Story time's over. I thought it was great that he threw some character into the models here, and I love the fact that we all seem pretty casual. Like the world is crumbling around us as this giant monster. And it looks like Michael and I are.
Even I look casual. I'm just going for a stroll. It's all casual. It's the end of the world.
It's pretty topical for the times.
Yeah.
Carl said, "Are we sure that that's supposed to be John? Because the biceps look kind of small."
Nice.
This is a running joke now.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that.
Sorry, man. I did ask for permission.
Well, this is a really cool build, Denny. We really like the build. Throw up there in the chat too as we're going along merrily here, folks. Let us know what you like within each build. What's something that stands out from you? Curious too out there in the chat. Like, have you run any bridge ambushes or played or been a part of any bridge ambushes in your tabletop gaming experience? So, bridge ambush is pretty open. It could be many different things. And so far, I like this. I like this ruined bridge that is coupled in Denny getting to do all the things that he does so well with that detail at that 1/60th scale. I love the flocking. The flocking. This is the thing that trips me out. Like, I love the flocking on this piece, and I think the people that do flock really well, I don't know, it makes the builds. It makes or breaks the builds, as you all know out there, and I'm in love with this kind of like creepy crawly vines kind of running up and down the side of the columns up to the top here. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, great work, Denny. Thanks for sending
Good submission.
Yeah, it's a really good submission, y'all. I think it's fantastic. He did this, like, he's got this whole process of crumbling, how he crumbles and likes to layer concrete, everything from using plaster to chipping away and picking away at foam on the builds. If you want to check it out, you can check out last week's live stream here on the Crazy Crafter. You can also head on over to Inscale Dystopia and make sure you check out and subscribe to his channel too. That's another thing. If you have a channel or an Instagram account from any of these builds or the folks that have submitted, please put it in the chat. Let it be known out there so we can follow and go along for the ride on all the stuff that you're creating, because you all came up with some really fantastic builds this month. Let's move on.
You used one of my favorite words out there, layering.
Yeah.
So I find that's key, is just not stopping. A lot of times people tend to craft something and get the base paint and then the dry brush or wash and then highlight, and then they stop. But you just keep going back and back and back until you're happy with it 5 or 6 times sometimes, and it really does make a difference.
It does.
So.
It does make a difference, and the more, like, it's just all that depth that can be added into it. Let's see. What is it? Campaign terrain 1 million years ago. Cross is saying, I based encounter on Billy Goat's gruff. That's awesome. With a troll under a bridge. It ended up being more Monty Python Black Knight. None shall pass, but whatever. That's awesome. That sounds awesome, Cross. You'll also love Michael's build here in a little bit. No bridge ambushes yet, says Enreath, yet while playing. Only started playing in September. Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the rabbit hole that will never end, and you can never have enough dice or terrain.
There's no way out.
Or time.
Or time. Yeah, John's right. It's the time. Enreath, you'll have to let us know what's your player like? Who are you playing as, or are you running the campaign? Either way, give us a little bit of detail on either the character or the campaign you're playing, and have you built any terrain for your campaign? Cross is saying, Russian spam. Yeah, we're getting more and more of that. I don't know. Like, I want to. That's pretty wild. The bots, like, when you just go.
It just means you've made it.
Zane, you literally just stole that out of my mouth. I was literally about to say those words.
Because it's true.
If by making it you mean getting to hang out with some awesome friends and check out some awesome crafts, then 1000% I've absolutely made it. We've got, I don't know who this one is. Excuse me, you didn't follow the instructions. We missed the name on this one. I love this build. This is a really cool build that we've got here, but we don't know who the submission is from. If
you're watching,
let us know.
Tell us if it's yours.
This is
0000001.
Yeah, 0. Yeah. It's a binary robot that submitted this year. For all you Flight of the Conchord fans out there, Carl makes stuff. Carl is saying it's from Shadow and Sun. That's cool. So okay. Shadow and Sun. I love the eyes. The eyes on this. It looks like, is it like the clear cellophane like wrapping paper or plastic sheeting behind the eyes?
If you go to the next photo, it looks like they have a green LED in a socket.
So it's not in the, so it's not even covered with plastic. It's just the green LED lit up there. That's cool.
Yep.
John,
you got my vote.
Yeah, John approves. It's got LEDs in it. I love the green. I wonder why the green look. The green look is different. Like there's a choice there. Maybe it was just because they're like, it's literally the only LED I had, and I went with that. Red would have been a classical choice for like menacing eyes, but I like the green too. It's
giving me dwarf vibes.
Oh, it's some dwarf vibes. I like that. I was gonna say it gives me kind of like an undead necromancer feel. I like the.
What you're saying is it's a versatile build. That's good.
There you go.
Yep, that's right. I like all the individual stone and brickwork here on the top. You can see the individual bricks that were, at least if they weren't cut and laid down, they're cut and grooved and textured in such a way to where it looks like they're individual bricks that are stacked together. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and I love those toothpicks as the teeth. They look really cool.
I was wondering if they were nails.
They could be.
Yeah, they probably are toothpicks. So
it could be nails. I like nails.
I was getting icicle vibes from it, but I see it now.
Icicle vibes would be that maybe they're icicles.
That's
too.
the season.
What's your favorite way to do icicles? Michael? Zane?
UV resin.
Is it UV resin for Zane?
Well, I'm making some tonight.
What do you? What's the method? What do you like to do, John?
Zane nailed it for me. I like to use cotton swabs, Q-tip. Pull the cotton off, UV resin, and then you can kind of pull and manipulate it as you hit it with the light, and you can get to a really nice fine point. And another cool thing is you can actually take that cotton and lay it flat over something and add the UV and hit it with that, so it makes like a sheet of ice, not just an icicle.
I like that. That's really cool.
I've never made icicles, so I'm probably just going to jump on that technique.
If you have UV resin,
if Zane and John are doing it, it's good enough for me.
Yeah,
that's
what I use.
That's exactly the same UV resin I have.
I gotta get UV resin.
Look at that.
I've got to get some. I've never.
Great minds think alike.
Amazon special.
Yeah. All you need. What the really important thing, Zane, is the light that you use. I find that if you have a low-powered light, it stays tacky. You hit it with something really bright, like a nail light. That works well, and then I stick them outside.
I have the Green Stuff World UV torch. That's what I use. Okay. But then, I also have blacklight LED strip lights, and I have my cure station, so I have options.
Yep.
Nice. The
Carl said my favorite way to do icicles is to step outside.
Yeah, for the real
in
deal,
Malta.
Right? In Malta.
I wish I was in Malta.
I wish I was in Malta too. I think we all wish we were in Malta. I do not have UV resin. I like to use a toothpick, and I shape it and model it with hot glue, and then paint it up from there.
That's cool.
That's.
You know what? Here, look. I got some icicles right here, literally.
Let's see.
In this bag.
See them.
I got a little sheet, and I got a monster icicle from my leftover. I don't know if you can see it from my book nook right there. And I saved it in case I was ever going to need it.
Whoa.
I don't know if you can see that.
You can see it. Dude.
But it really
Yeah,
looks
but
like
only
ice.
because I walked away.
And that's how long did it take to layer? That seems like is that a lot of UV resin for that icicle, John?
I used a lot of cotton.
Is
kind of like
okay.
fill it.
So you filled
Like
it.
there's
Gotcha.
a bunch of cotton in that too. It's just a little ice sheet.
I like that sheet. That looks really cool. Man, I need to get some UV resin.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not expensive.
Shadow and Sun, you'll have to let us know. Is it nails? Is it teeth? We had icicle vibes. I'm looking at teeth that are gonna be destroying in like kind of like a minute. Like it might be a trap when you try to enter if you do the wrong thing where it's spring loaded. Right now, Daffod is trying to figure out a way to pressure sense that and make it active to where the teeth come down and crush the players.
He's all about punishments, David. He's all about the punishments.
He's all about the punishments. Very well. Well done, Shadow and Sun. A really cool build.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. This is pretty neat. This is submitted. This is from my buddy Aaron Pressberg. So Aaron and his boys, the last video I did, the Secret Santa video where I painted up the purple worm, Aaron and his kids came over and he wanted to participate in the guild build. So he was just like, I'm going to build a piece of terrain in a day. And he grabbed, this is what inspired my bridge ambush build for the month. He grabbed a bunch of offcuts that I had from previous builds and built and shaped his entire ambush off of this. And I think the total miniature count is 30 or 31 miniatures that were painted between him and his boys. So he both, this was a family build, like he and his boys submitted in here. Oh, speak of the devil.
That's bonus points for that.
There he is. He's
a true ambush.
He's calling in. He's calling in right now. Let's see if he's there. We'll add him to the chat here.
Hey.
Welcome, Aaron.
Wait, for first, well, kind of second time caller, long time listener, but it's the first time you've zoomed in. The last time you were just on the phone. How are you?
Well, I was calling. I'm good.
Your build turned out really fantastic here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. This is what happens when you let me use literally all your spare foam.
Yeah, you used quite a bit of it, didn't you?
A little. It was like, I mean, that's what scrap foam is for making new things with giant holes in them.
So I want you to talk to us a little bit about your bridge here, because this was a cool find. So this, yeah, the actual, like, how you made this suspension bridge, because this suspension bridge is pretty slick. Talk to us a little bit how you made that, dude.
So you've got me on this trip where I go to the Dollar Tree and
I
I'm
don't
like,
make you do it. I just
I'm
love
like,
the fact
I'm gonna
that
go to the Dollar Tree and look for toys for my kids, and I'm like, oh, I guess Colin could use these miniature glass jars and this tiny Jenga set, and I was like,
my wife is thrilled that my friends help me hoard stuff for crafting, by the way.
yeah. Luckily, the
You have
Dollar
a secret
Tree
stash at his house too.
That's right. I was like, Aaron, hide it over at your place so the pile doesn't get too big. Yeah.
Well, I tried, but now you're stuck with the boats.
That's true. Oh my god, I have a bunch of boats, boys, that he gave me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
So these Jenga blocks.
You said bridge ambush, and I was like, I got an idea with these Jenga blocks. I'm gonna use them as actual wood blocks, and have them be like planks for a suspension bridge. Which I just I glued some twine to the bottom of them and used themselves as spacers. It's pretty cool. It's right there.
Yep, and then you took some just wooden dowels, right? And then you just tied it off to that. I was blown away, it's such a simple idea. And he threw, what was it, Agrax Ursit? What is that? Is that this? No, it's the snake bite leather, right?
Yeah. So instead of actual staining, it was snakebite leather contrast paint because that's what was nearby.
What happened to it? Why was it so nearby?
Well, my child decided to knock it over while painting some skeleton clothes.
And
That's
then
about right.
and then I look over and Aaron's just like soaking the planks in them, and I'm like, well, that's smart. Like, waste not, right? Waste not.
Yeah. So I was like, this works, and it was a good color, and you happen to have all these scrap pieces that made like a really big pit. And I was like, okay, well, we'll do that. And this was my first time working with foam.
That's right.
Wow. Oh, nice. That's cool.
And
what did you think? You like it? You enjoy it?
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was really nice that Colin had. I just went over there for the build, and I got to use all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't have space. I've got a brewery in my garage.
Oh wow.
Which you could argue is better. His cider is pretty freaking on point. What's the percentage on that cider?
The current one is like a 7.5. I made one that was like an imperial cider at like 11.9 or something like that. It was almost a wine.
He brought it.
That's what I like drinking. Cider's my thing.
Cider?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He brought it over for the first time at a session, boys, and everyone was like, "Oh, cider," and he's like, "Careful, it's like higher percentage." And no, I don't think anyone remembered the session. Like, no one remembered this.
Yeah.
Like, what did we do last time?
Yeah, it was forgetful juice.
Garage juice.
Garage juice. I love this build. I like all the different layers and how you integrated the steps into it, and then you've got a bunch of other texture that you added onto it here. Talk to me about these larger pieces. What are these larger pieces in it?
So I was trying to figure out a way to finish this up because you shared with me somebody did a like rock kind of texture to the foam, and I really didn't have that. All I had was just black. So I grabbed I went to Michael's. I see Venom, bud. That's cool. My kids are watching Lego Spider-Man. But I grabbed a little foam knife, and I was just looking around the floral section, and you can see these little guys. I was like, well, if we're in a pit to hell and it's kind of like a volcano, then we can throw some obsidian like crystals in there. And they had like just the glass filler stuff for like fake flowers if you're making like a floral arrangement that you just throw in a vase. And I was like, that'll work. So yeah, glued that in. There's a little bit of the dirt texture that you gave me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We melted the inside so it was a little bit smoother in the pit. And then rolled the outside and then carved in a bunch of lines with a foam knife.
Oh yeah, I gave you the blowtorch to texture the foam. That's right.
Yes, you did.
Yay.
You were like, you know what you could do? And I was like, burn things? Yeah. Yeah, let's burn things.
Well,
and then there's like 31 miniatures on this thing. Because you were like, ambush. And my kids were like, let's do an undead one. And I'm like, cool. So we got this guy. This guy's my favorite. This big undead demon minotaur.
Nice.
Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah. And I think the best part of this build wasn't just like the foam stuff, but it was my kids did all the initial painting. And I just like filled in the gaps.
That's so cool.
It looks really cool, dude. You did a fantastic job, as well as your boys, and you absolutely nailed it. Do me a favor, Pressburg. Hit the mute button on your video now. Hit the mute button. Don't mute the you can. Let's see what happens if that does something. Hit the mute button on your video. Did you do it on your video? Try it on your video. There we go. Oh, but it switched everything. That's all right. No worries. Can we still hear you, Aaron? We can still hear you.
Well, yeah, you can hear me now.
Yay. Let me fix this real quick here. It's
okay.
Go Zane and my... Oh, no, I think
Joe from Encounter Terrain's on here, and he asked how much did we have to pay John to be here, because he had to bribe him with $3 and a hug.
What's up, Joe? How's it going?
We did not.
All I'm saying is I didn't get a hug.
Aww. I give you hugs from afar. Hugs from afar.
No bribe needed. I enjoy being here.
I said we had to pull a favor.
I did get a sticker out of it, right, Zane?
Yeah,
In the mail.
That's true.
That's true.
A sticker out of it. Aaron, are you gonna? You'll have to send me a picture or post it in the Discord later, because you also had another cool reason, like with the way you put the center here. You put some lighting. I think you just put a light up onto your phone when you were over here. But like, you'll have to send us a picture of that lighting effect later too.
Yes, that was. I was like, hey, it's a pit to hell. Let me find a red light on YouTube and put my phone under there.
Dope.
Yep.
Super dope. Well done, my friend. Well
Thanks.
done. And tell the boyos they made Uncle Colin proud. I'm very
Are
impressed.
they watching?
They're watching Lego Spider-Man. They don't care about the crafting stream. Although
No,
that's fair.
Share the list of Alex, the list that Alex made the other day about like his to-do list, and what were the 2 things he checked off from it. This makes me happy.
Oh, it was like craft and play video games.
No, it was craft and eat. It was eat and craft. I thought it was eating and crafting.
Were those the first 2?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was eat, craft, play video games, play more, do homework, go home, play more, go to bed.
Yep.
Has he been copying my notes?
Yeah, I think he's been copying Michael's notes. These are good notes.
Yeah, he's been setting goals.
Priorities. It's good.
Carl from Carl Makes Stuff Aaron also says a brewery counts as crafting. So there you go.
Craft brew.
Tactile hobbies are tactile hobbies, you know?
That's right. All right, man. Well, thank you for calling in, brother. It was so cool to see your build, and it's so great to hear you talk about it too.
Thanks. It was a good time.
Great job.
I gotta take the kids to karate.
All right.
There you go.
Have fun at karate, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm looking forward to getting some lunch with you guys.
Oh, show.
All right, buddy. You be
All
well.
right. Take care, guys.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
All right, bye.
Sweet. Well, that was cool. This is just a great reminder for everyone. If you call into the link, make sure you mute your video. Otherwise,
Turn off the video. Don't mute yourself, because
don't
mute
yourself.
means turn off.
That's right. Mute your video. Don't mute your audio, because otherwise it'll play Sudoku with everyone. And I think Aaron was just really excited to show everyone the build in person there too, which is great.
Nice to see his face.
Yeah, it's good to see his big old crazy face. All right, moving along here, we've got another build here. This one is from Alice Lesby. Alice Lesby. I didn't have much time to craft this much, so instead of making a whole scene, I tried to make a modular set of bridges.
I
still
looks awesome to
managed
me.
not finish it. Yeah, I think this looks great. So we'll get into more what Alice did here. This is a really cool setup. I've seen a couple crafters do this of late. Gerard has inspired the community, and what's really cool is I've been seeing a lot of folks come up with their own like cardboard jigs for the Proxon. And Alice shared this process. This looks really great. I love the look of the pillars and the bridge here. And let's take a look. Well, we'll go along. You'll see that. I think the jig is in the last picture.
Yep.
Unpainted minis to match the unpainted terrain. Perfect. Oh, you know what I'm noticing on this that I hadn't seen before? The green stuff. That's right.
Yeah.
Love
That's
that.
a favorite of mine. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of do you modify your miniatures at all a lot with the green stuff? Do you sculpt on them, John, at all? I know you sculpt it separate, but you modify them too, right?
Yep. Yeah. I got let's see. One right here. This is a Reaper model. It was a grave digger. He had a shovel in his hand and a lantern. I don't know how good it's gonna come out on here, but I put a gun in his hand and I added this cape to his back. It's all green stuff.
Yes. So I have to get him because he's right behind me here. He's still.
That looks like a cool model.
Painted. He's almost painted. Oh, let's see. Is this gonna? I don't know if it'll work. Let me see. So Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. Definitely inspired. He came on the stream and showed us like a bunch of milliput and green stuff sculpt that he had. Yeah, it's hard to see this little dude. But I took like a goblin. I gave him a mohawk and like a cape and like pauldrons. Like dude, green stuff is the shiznit. So Alice, well done. I love the fact that you started modifying these minis.
Yeah, she said those are her first miniatures that she's modified. So,
well, your texture,
nice job.
Yeah, your texture that you got on that fur, and this little, it looks like a back. Is that a backpack on there? And also, it looks like you gave a little mohawk to one of your minis too, there, Alice. It looks really cool. You did really good. Not too shabby at all. I love the fact that you get to, whenever you get to modify the miniature. It's really, it takes the level of detail to a whole new level, and I like all the added feature. Everything from like capes to fur to bags. Like you can do all sorts of stuff. Like it's limitless. So well done, Alice. Well done. Let's take.
Can I just add something real quick?
Yeah, always.
Zane, I'm copying your build. I'm making a miniature version of it.
Are you?
Are you making a miniature version
my bridge
of Zane's?
build?
Don't say. But yeah.
Oh my
God! You're
God!
making a miniature of my miniature.
We're getting it's Inception level crafting here on the stream today, everyone.
Awesome.
That's
I'm glad
cool.
to inspire.
Yep. And then Alice, you have to tell us a little bit about how you came up with. I mean, what material? What did she use? Is that just Is she use cardboard? She use cardboard or cardstock? I wonder for the jigs. These are great.
I must have missed it. The pillars. Did she make the pillar jig?
She made the pillar jig too. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
She's got it here in the next picture. She made the hot wire cutter jig for the bridges. That's really cool and clever, Alice. I love that. And the jig and what you came up for the modularity. That's something that I know that's really important to me in all my crafts as well. I have, I've crafted, and like John, everyone here has crafted like a single piece that is used for like one thing, right? John's got like that Colosseum, but even that Colosseum is modular in the sense like you could use different parts of it and pull it apart. And I remember there's like the stand where like the royalty sits, and like that was a standalone piece as you were building that giant column. I think, Alice, we 100% agree with you. Anything that's modular that you can tear apart, not only for storage but also just for flexibility when you put it up on the tabletop. I think that's a really, really important factor for me whenever I'm building something too.
Things that you tear apart on purpose and not, out of rage.
Not out of rage.
Which does happen from time to time.
Yeah, that does happen. Is something that Michael, I think all of us were talking about. John's got awesome shelving set up there in the back. And Zane, you've got shelving set up too in your space. It's amazing how quickly that storage space runs out.
Oh my word.
With all these builds. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different bins of terrain that I built. Some ranging from small to large that house, some of the bigger pieces. And that's how I store a lot of my terrain in the garage. Except, it's just, it goes, it's amazing how quickly that space runs out. I like the modularity here.
Yeah, I mean, I've filled up an entire bookcase. I have shelves over my desk. I have cabinets over my desk. I have this whole, along the doorways of my office covered. But I'm moving to a whole basement, so I'm excited.
That's right. You're getting the basement soon.
Yep.
Oh, it's game on then. Basement status. I'm definitely I'm jealous but more happy. You're gonna have that's
Come
gonna
visit.
be a hobby space.
Come visit.
You'll love it. That's what I had. I went down to like a 12 by 12 studio in this room, but now I got the entire basement.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Can't wait.
What were you saying, Michael?
Can't remember. I'm jealous. Probably.
Probably I'm jealous.
I mean, my stuff is like, there's some over there, there's some in the kitchen. It's like, if there's a surface, I put it on it, and there's no more surface left. So I am looking at the stuff going like, how am I going to get rid of this? Because I want to build more.
Yeah.
Just give it
You should
away.
open up like a joint Etsy shop.
I mean, I had an Etsy for a little while, and
Etsy's hard.
It's not very the easiest way to get rid of your terrain. I don't think. I think I'm just going to give it away as well, probably.
There you go. Like a little
that too.
After school group kind of thing for schools and stuff. Yeah, we got one of them around here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good way. It's a great way to get people into the hobby too, right? In playing tabletop games. I think that's a great idea. I thought about that too, like trying to like just do. At some point you gotta that storage runs out, and you're like, what do I do with all this terrain? What
do we have next?
I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to go to that one just yet. Like I kind of want to look at other folks' build and then come back to it.
What are we talking about here?
It's in alphabetical order. It's
All
Colin's
right,
next.
We'll do mine.
You're on.
That's fine. We'll do it. Let's check it out here. So, all those pieces on my build, again, my mind was inspired. I was working on other projects when Aaron was working on his, but what I liked about it was he came over and he was just like, I just want to use like offcuts. Is there anything that you have that can be used for this bridge ambush? So I kind of ran with my buddy's idea, and I wanted it to be modular as well. So all those three pieces, the stairs, the rock formation, and the bridge, aren't glued together. They just fit together and secure. I thought about adding magnets, and I was like, it doesn't need magnets. It just fits together, and you can pull it apart quite easy. So all those pieces can be individual standalone pieces that you can use for separate things. And they were all offcuts that I had from other builds. I just reached into the bin and started going away. I used that stone texture. I used this white. What is this one called? It's the one that's like really
polystyrene.
It's the polystyrene, the little beads that if you don't cauterize it, like it's a nightmare one. And I tried that, and I was like, this sucks. I'm never using this stuff again. But once I used, the hot wire knife on it, and if you use a hot wire of some sort, it's a lot more easier to work with. And then blowtorching it came up. I do like the rock textures that it came up with. It looked pretty cool.
I mean, you could use some kind of like stucco or polyfiller to afterwards on polystyrene, and it works great.
Yep, that's true.
Or spackle.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep. The spackle would work too. Have you guys utilized?
It's decent.
Yeah, that patch and paint. You like that? You like that stuff? You were using that the other day to fix one of your bricks and send it back down. I was just like, when you did that, I was just like, it's like going back in, like I was like the patience that we all exercise at various moments in the builds. I was just like, that is a level of patience where if I made that mistake, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm moving on.
So,
like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel that way. Other times I'm like, take the time to fix that.
Well, that's the thing. I was working on it. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I pushed the barbecue skewer right through. I'm like, that one felt weird. And I turned it around. It tore right through it.
Whoops.
But it worked for your video because it then explains to people, hey, it's okay to make mistakes, and this is how you fix it. So
that's right.
Always. You got to remember, right? Everything we do, we're crafting. So we're literally turning this into something cool. So if you rip it or break it or tear it, you can always fix it. Yep. It is.
Or make it ruins.
That's my zen for the day.
Or make it ruins.
That's what I do. It's just like if I break something, it's just like, okay, that's ruins now.
That's ruins now. Oh man. Well, let me pop by over here to this other one. So my favorite. Everyone's got the favorite part of a build and like the different detail and the technique that you have. Mine is the end of this bridge. The other project I'm working on, I have like a billion little bricks that I'm gluing individually for the interior of a building. and I took the individual bricks and putting them on the end of this just added a different texture. That's my favorite part of this build. I was like, that's cool. I was happy I did that, and I thought it looked pretty cool. That's my random little thing that I got really excited about. And all the minis too. The minis too.
Texture.
Yeah, good texture.
Joe from Encounter Terrain. I had a problem with my last bridge that I just couldn't get over.
Is that like, is he being punished?
Did everybody catch on to that?
Yeah. I just couldn't get over.
That's exactly my level of humor right there.
We love it. This is why Joe is more than welcome here. Amazing comedic humors of everyone here in the stream. This is again offcuts that I put from the cathedral. Again, Styrodur is the shiznit. Tina Martins, you are a godsend. Thank you so much for sending me the Styrodur. It has been an absolute joy to play with. This is a foam roller that I threw over the top of the Styrodur on the cuts, and it just like it's the first time I haven't had to go back over with a pen in like my foam after I roll it. Like I was so happy. And then same thing, John, I know you like to, a lot of us like to use those off colors for the individual stonework. That looks, that I love that. I love that. It makes, again, it's just more layers and depth.
More fun to look at, you know?
Yeah. Yep. David Darling has entered the waiting room. David Darling's coming in hot here. Let's see. Coming on in, David. Make sure your video is muted. Let's see. David, are you there? Let us know when you're there, David. Where is David Darling at? Did he call in for, or do we have a build for maybe the next one here? I'm not sure. Let's go down. Is there a David Darling?
Right, if I grab stuff I need while we're live streaming?
Yeah, do whatever you
I feel like I'm under pressure with this build here.
No,
I cleaned my build plate.
You're good. David, are you there? Can we hear you? Let's see. He may join us here.
We see your name.
We see your name, David.
It says you're muted.
Let's see. Let's see if we can get him situated here real quick. We'll get David situated here.
Well, it came off.
Hey, I'm breaking out the UV resin for this build already.
Do it.
Already? So you're pouring the riverbed then already?
Yep.
Look at this.
When you work in miniature, it's fast.
It's true.
Yep. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bud. If you can mute or turn down the volume on the stream, otherwise we'll echo in the background there.
Actually, I just muted the stream. Does that help better?
That's perfect.
Yep.
That's perfect. Hey, welcome to the Crazy Crafter live stream, David. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah. Okay, except I can't see the picture. Or
you'll have to go into the.
It'll come up here. I'm gonna put it up on the stream right now, bud. I switched over to us right now. We're gonna slide it right on back, and we've got your build here set up for us. It'll.
It's gonna be a slight delay.
Yeah, a little delay.
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird there then.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It may be a little funky dory, but that's all right.
All right.
Got your first one up there.
All right. Yeah. So this is kind of a bridge ambush. I kind of envision the PCs were crossing the bridge to investigate that kind of ruined carvings on the thing when I guess a frost giant comes out, and they turn around to go away, but then the frost giants come out from behind the ruined building, and so they're trapped there, and then the white dragon swoops in to get them. So
very cool.
Did you craft the word wall?
Sorry?
Did you craft the word wall?
No, that's actually, I found that at a thrift store, and I think it's a Skyrim thing that has a dragon on it, but they only had the plastic thing, and I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, it looks very Skyrim.
I mean, that's a find.
So I grabbed
really
it.
Good find.
Yeah. What I did craft new for this build was actually the ruined building. It's a made from her starts molds, specifically the Warlock is.
Nice.
Except I modified it so it could actually be in two versions. There's the ruined version, and then I can put pieces back on it, and it's a complete structure.
That's awesome.
So I'm planning to post that later on. Also, the white dragon I just finished painting right now, and I ran into a problem when I was photographing this, because when I first took the photo, it was with a flash, and the dragon turned blue in the picture. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I used a sky blue undercoat and then with a white dry brush on top. So depends on whether you use a flash or not. It depends on what color the dragon is, which is kind of weird. But
well, that kind of gives you the true ice effect then, because different light affects different. Awesome.
Yeah. And then for the bridge itself, that one's actually, I recycled it from a previous guild build, the one where we had to build something with zip ties. And so the suspension bridge part is made from zip ties that I glued together.
I see that. Yeah.
And then the foam is something I found randomly in a package that came to the house, and it was really rubbery and a really nightmare thing to cut.
It almost reminds me. It almost looks like EVA, is what it looks like, but it doesn't.
Could be. Yeah.
But you said it was really rubbery stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It is pretty rubbery.
Well, what did you use to score it there?
Just an X-Acto knife.
Nice.
Actually, I think I did have to switch to a big kitchen knife to really cut through
to get into
some of the bigger chunks, but
well, it looks
absolutely modularity. Yeah. So so the ruined building, like the solid pieces, the bridge itself, you could slip the zip ties out of the stairs on either side, so you could separate them, but I just prefer to keep it all together.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, awesome. And I shared these photos with my players. They're like, really nice, but we're scared now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, your poor players. As soon as you described this ambush, I was like, okay, so David's a DM, and he's gonna kill, and he's getting ready to kill his entire party off.
No, we actually rotate the DM thing, so it's like kind of cool.
You guys take turns with within the campaign.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm the DM, then the next month somebody else will, or we might do 2 or 3 months. And then when somebody needs a break, somebody else takes over in a different campaign, and then
cool.
So we have about 4 DMs. So
do you just craft for everybody still, regardless of who's DMing or not?
I only recently started crafting, maybe a few years ago, just as COVID was hitting, so we've been stuck playing online, so I haven't had a chance to really share the terrain with them yet.
Yep.
Before that, it was just flip mats with the dry erase markers on the map. So.
Yeah. Well, now you got a chance to stockpile everything,
That's
right.
I'm
stockpiling.
Well, for being new to the craft, David, there's a lot of great detail and texture within your work, man. Like it's super fun. Like what. I'm looking at this and count like all of these builds from these entries have made me go, I would love to play. Like all it does is get me excited and want to play. Like the possibilities are endless, and I dig that find you had at you said it was the dollar store from the
well we call it in Canada, it's I guess Value Village chain. I don't know if you have that in the US, but
we don't. But now I want him here in the US.
So,
if they're carrying that.
Actually,
Canada has all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I found a lot of good things there. Like it's either the toy section or else I go to the pet section where you have all the aquarium
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Well done, awesome. David. Well done for the guild build. Thanks for participating in the build
awesome.
in December,
I like it.
And then thanks for jumping on here and sharing your work and telling us a little bit more about the process. I love the zip tie bridge. I've never seen that used before.
That is
either.
very
It's
cool.
Really cool.
I like that a lot.
I do too.
Oh,
I do
thanks.
too. Dude.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you
You're
for sharing.
welcome. Thanks for calling in, David. Sweet.
Right.
Dude, really cool. I love the fact that this is a good call. I know there's a little bit of a delay, and thank you guys for bearing with. But I love getting to hear the feedback directly from all the creators here. This is really cool. Let's go on back to Daniel Bell here. This is the one with the hands coming through the waterfalls, you guys. Like this is
that was awesome.
That
freaked me out.
Crazy. It did freak me out. So I don't think we have Daniel here. If you're in the chat and you want to join in the stream, you'll have to let us know. We can send you the link down there again. But I want to know what he did the hands with. Like, how did Daniel do these hands? What do we think here?
I think that he might have cast them in gloves, possibly.
Yeah.
That could be a possible way to do it. Although I am seeing some detail in the thumbnail on the one on the right.
Right.
So maybe not.
Right. It's interesting, and like the hand on the right looks.
Are we pulling that one up? There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It almost looks alien.
Yeah.
They're longer.
Yeah.
That's what makes it freaky for me.
Yeah. Like some sort of like water elemental or something coming through the water. Like you have not paid the toll.
Yeah.
You will die.
By the way, Daniel, if those are a cast of your true hands, your hands are not alien. No.
We are sorry.
No, your hands are definitely alien,
apologize.
Daniel. We're
Beautiful,
raising
beautiful,
questions and we're calling the
natural-looking
government.
human hands.
Regardless of what they're made out of, the effect of the hands coming through the waterfall, the hands also provide a really important scale and the scope of what lies. I like the hands because you get it's enough teaser to go whatever is behind there is massive, and it definitely is the a definite shocker moment that I'm imagining that being thrown out on the tabletop in front of me. I'd be like, holy crap! I'd have two. I'd have one just plain blanket waterfall, and then I pulled the waterfall out, and then I add the hands coming out, and you're like, oh, this is not going to be just a normal crossing like I once thought. I've seen that waterfall technique.
I better start a new character.
Yeah, I better. Good thing I have that. We'll always have the one on standby the backup here. Another suspension bridge. I love the planks. It looks like balsa wood, maybe. I think it may be balsa wood. It could be foam, but it looks like it might be actual balsa wood.
Yeah, this just gave me an idea. So instead of having like the cast hands in there, have it so you can put your actual hands through it.
Have your own hands come through. Oh,
like wear like blue gloves or something. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool. I mean,
not that it's not already awesome, but just to up it even more.
I want to know what the hands are made out of. You have to put in the chat down there below. What do you guys think the hands are made out of? Key is saying, really love this one. A true ambush. Yeah, indeed, right? A definite ambush with these hands coming through for the bridge crossing. Really, really well.
You notice the horse hasn't noticed the hands yet, though. It's a little concerning.
No. As soon as the horse, like that rider's getting dumped off that bridge for sure. Oh,
slightly reminiscent of poor old Bill getting sucked in by the Watcher in the water.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
So in the Lord of the Rings, just before the Mines of Moria, they all go in, and then the horse gets in the book. The horse Bill. Well, or is it in the book? But like, it looks like the horse is going to get eaten by the Watcher in the water. Oh. Anyway, I'm sidetracking.
You went into a Lord of the Rings.
Lord, that's all right.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. We're shocked that you sidetracked with Lord of the Rings. That's not on brand for you. Stunned.
Why is that a thing for you, Michael?
Sorry.
I was wondering if that's a thing for you, Lord of the Rings. You ever dabble in that at all? Check it out. There are books too. You know that?
I'm a one-trick pony, and I'm proud. So.
Oh my gosh!
But there are a couple of little details in this build that are pretty cool, like using the notice board pins to support the bridge.
Yep, I love that too.
And also, I'm thinking that the water is hot glue.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say too. Looks like hot glue,
which is pretty cool.
Yep, I love all the painting and the rock texture. I moved on to the second picture here, but I like all the all of the paint scheme here. Everything from the water, but to the stonework around here too. I really like. Man,
that's an awesome shot right there.
Yeah, right. Like, I love that. It's just epic.
I like that each of the three pictures, it's a different season, or at least it changes season in the last one.
Yeah, it does with the extra. That's Spanish foam from. It looks like Spanish foam anyway.
Spanish moss.
Spanish. It's Spanish foam. No, it's Spanish.
It speaks in Spanish.
It's definitely. I think it looks like the same stuff that I get from Joann's, and it's just colored up there a little with some different colors. Oh, that looks.
The fall
good.
foliage really sets it off. I think the orange with the blue, it's nice.
It is nice contrasting. Everything there from the green, that fall foliage, the bridge is kind of got those darker amber tones, or that like brown tone. It looks cool. And there's a little bit of like, if you look at the rock structure, there's a little bit of like red or orange. Like, do you see that in there as well? Up on the left side.
Great rock colors. There's even blue in there.
Yep. It's not just gray. I love it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Well done, Daniel. Well done. Resin for the pool? Question mark from Lisa. I don't know. Is there resin in that pool? Yeah, maybe.
It's got that reflective,
quality to it. Let me go back to the top. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Lisa. Yep.
Just straight pour with no texture on top.
Well done. You're gonna have to tell us how you did those hands. Good piece. Oh yes, look at this one. Here we go. Some Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. His bridge ambush here. Man, there's so many cool things I like about this one. Go ahead, Michael. Go ahead.
No, I love the fact that he's taken. It's probably one of the more original takes on the whole bridge thing. It's like a bridge through space or time. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Agreed.
Oh, he put a little note on here too. A portal counts. He figured a portal counts as a bridge. Here we see the 3 people of dubious moral fiber ambushing the hapless demon on its daily commute. Oh, just a demon trying to get to work. Classic Carl indeed. I love the little notes. That's a good idea. Everyone, we gotta let everyone know those little notes in there. Same thing. Alice did it earlier, like on the picture frame. But these little notes are great. If you're not gonna call in or jump on about it, I love the little notes idea. It's great.
I love the color.
Yeah, I like that green. I like the gold around there. I also love the texture of the rock as well. That
I posted some of these on the Crafters Guild page too, right?
Yes. Yep.
And he has videos out on his YouTube.
Videos. He's now currently working on one in Blender, or has built one in Blender, rather.
I think he was like the first person to submit.
He was. Yep.
So he finished that like
in a couple
3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had that up quick. I was just like, I need to get on my build.
I know Carl was very, very excited whenever the guild build started up again.
Carl
always enjoyed that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he said that he's releasing the STL for free.
I think so.
So if you guys like this, you have potential to print it off, paint it up how you want. So.
Yep.
Do you know what I've just realized? I'm gonna quickly get a link for Carl's build video for this one.
Yeah.
Do it. We'll get it up there, and then if you're not familiar with Carl Makes Stuff, make sure you subscribe and follow him on Instagram. Carl's got some wonderful builds, and he's been hobbying for a long time, and he's got some. Anytime Carl comes on the stream or joins me on a stream, I learn something new. So you guys definitely have to check out Carl Makes Stuff. A long-time friend and supporter of the Crazy Crafter channel here. Let's head on back over and take a look at some more photos of him.
And he's hilarious.
Yeah, and he's kind of he's a funny guy. Funny guy. Dude, look at that. I love all the ruins in the inner ring there on the portal. Ugh, all the glyphs. Unpainted minis though, Carl. Such a slacker.
It was
what a rush job.
I don't know if you guys follow Geek Gaming Cynics Luke's group on Facebook, but there was a guy who posted a joke about unpainted minis on the tabletop, and literally all hell broke loose in the comments. Like, it was just like this massive argument about, don't you tell me to paint my minis, and like I can paint. It was just like this whole big thing. It's just like, whoa.
Don't you? Was it just a joke? He was just joking, right?
Oh yeah, it was just a joke, but there was like loads of people who just did not take it as a joke. It was like, I can play with unpainted minis if I want to.
The internet's hard.
I mean, you 100% can. Like, It doesn't matter. I am literally making a joke. I don't care about unpainted minis. These minis is cool. Look, I like this barbarian over here, like with his double axes, getting ready to mess some stuff up. It looks like Conan the Barbarian is what it looks like. I love that one. I like the demon too.
That wouldn't be unlike Carl either.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. This is an awesome build, Carl. I love your take on it and the portal. Right? It's not just bridges. Aren't just they can be many different things, and I like this take on it and getting to see the portal.
That's a cool shot with that demon kind of flying through with a little bit of the black background there.
Yep.
Into the portal. Makes it stand out.
He said the markings are ancient rune alphabet from back when I was sleep deprived and partially drunk. So nice.
Well done, Carl. Way to utilize that sleep deprived state and inebriation. pretty fine articulation for being intoxicated. Good job. I like the texture on top of the cliffs here too. Just a little bit of I don't know if it just looks like sand and dirt, right? A little bit of scatter on top there to get some rough texture here in this cave, or it doesn't have to be cave, but just the ground. I love it. Dope. Good work, Carl. Good work, man. Thank you for sharing. Super cool.
Awesome job.
There's no herringbone on it though. Fail.
Neither did yours, so
yeah, that's true.
I called you out about that earlier.
There will never be any herringbone on any of my things ever.
My next build is gonna have herringbone just for you.
Just for me, appreciate it. You can build all the herringbone for us, Zane. This is a really cool one from Kim G. Kim G, this is
very cool.
Awesome build. I love this the backdrop here of the dragon. Is that wood? Is it painted on wood or what is? I'm trying to figure out like what they put the dragon symbol on.
Kim's here in the chat, so Kim answer.
Is it the same Kim? I was wondering because we've got Kimberly Nobles in the chat.
I think so. That might be Kim.
It's Kim Yu or Ki Yu.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kim.
Okay. There we go. Right.
You'll have to let us know. Tell us a little bit about the build within the chat here as we ogle over it. Like, I'm curious more about the symbol and how you created that. Was it a stencil? Did you freehand that?
That's cool.
What did you use?
Or if you have a microphone.
Yeah, you can always call in. Via Zoom.
Does that look like that's maybe burned in there a little bit, or is it?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
A friend made the wooden screen for them.
Works so awesome. Well with the type of tree and everything that's in there.
Yeah,
I love the upside down tree in the middle of the bridge. I think that's awesome.
I do too.
Yeah.
I had to look twice to see what that was. I was like, what?
Same here.
Let's see if there's another picture of it. Yeah.
There is. There's a close-up, I think.
Look at that.
It's got like a ladder coming down. Very cool.
That's really cool. So you have to tell us, is there any significance with this encounter that you had in mind with putting the tree underneath? Like, what does the tree underneath represent? Anything? It's absolutely fantastic. This looks so cool.
Also, where are the trees from? Are they?
They look like maybe dollar store. The one with the tree going underneath.
The bridge is found foam.
Nice.
Which is awesome in itself.
Found.
So I'm assuming that's like packaging.
That's the Joe Levine way. Found foam. You find that foam. That's the best kind. It's free.
The tree was sort of the centerpiece for me. I agree. I think it does look like the centerpiece.
Yep.
It's awesome.
The little the lanterns or the torches.
Oh yeah, those are really cool too.
Hot glue torches. Or how were they made?
Let's see what the other picture here is.
The idea is goblins taking advantage of nature.
Oh, nice.
Very, very cool.
Dude. Kim, this is an awesome build. I love all the texture on the side, like of the stone for the side of the bridge too. That looks really cool, and the paint job you've got going on there. It almost looks like almost like a granite, or like it's got this porous. Yeah, it's got this porous feel to it. I really like that. How you achieve that, Kim? That looks really good.
So, Walmart Adventure Safari Pack for the upside down tree, and the other
Awesome.
trees were made.
Oh, cool.
Hot glue torches blacked out, and I blacked out the far one.
Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic, Kim. I love the integration of all those different elements within the build. Found foam, your friend making the backdrop here of the dragon here and the screen is absolutely amazing. That's so cool.
I like the variation too in the colors and all the greenery on it.
Yes.
I think the greenery really sets it off.
Yep.
The background, is that like a DM screen, or is it part of a DM screen? Because that would make a really cool DM screen.
That would make a cool DM screen. This is well done, Kim.
The hills were more packing foam also, so
You have to
it's the extruded polystyrene.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it looked a little bit like the extruded polystyrene. You have to let us know too. How long have you? I'm curious when we come across your build. If you're there in the chat, how long have you been crafting, Kim? How long have you been in the hobby? You have to let us know. It's just amazing work, man. That freaking
for the ladder.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it.
I thought that
And
I
it's
was
3
thinking
pieces.
that the toothpicks might have been staples, but they're not.
Well, it's well done. Oh, see, there's the variation of different color stones on the bridge too, there from the top side. I missed.
And it is the DM screen.
Nice.
It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super cool, Kim. We'll have a build video up next week. Oh, nice. About 2
On what
years.
channel?
Yeah. What's the channel? What's the channel, Kim? Put a link to your channel in the chat so everyone can check it out.
And they've been crafting for 2 years.
Or
2 years.
say the name, and I'll find an actual clickable link.
Yeah, we can do that too. Whatever it tickles your fancy there, Kim. We'd love to check out the channel.
Russian bot.
Russian bot?
That's the channel, Russian bot.
No.
Wait a minute.
No, we've just had a Russian bot in trying to remove.
I don't even see it on mine.
That's all right. I'll get it.
Oh man, this is not easy painting this thing at this scale with everything together.
It is not.
How is it coming together?
It is not.
It's coming. It's coming.
Awesome.
Should I just do a reveal at the end or what?
Sure. Let's.
You
got to
be broad.
Okay, there we go. Cue the DM.
Cue the DM.
Cue the DM. Awesome.
So,
Cue
just
the
to
DM.
say to anyone watching, anyone who's regular or whatever, for these new people, yeah, please go over and give them a little sub. That would be awesome.
Yeah, head on over, follow their channel, subscribe to it, check out the new content
I'm gonna
when it's
post
released. Thank you, Zane. This is also a great time to remind everyone, if you are not yet subscribed to Zane Morgan Crafts, Nat One Videos, Tabletop Witchcraft, or The Crazy Crafter, be sure you show some love to everyone here in the stream today. Some amazing content that is being produced from all three of these individuals that are here joining me today. So you don't want to miss out on that stuff. Yep. This is for those of you that are new to the Crazy Crafter live stream. This is a weekly stream that happens at least once a week. Every Saturday we have guests from the tabletop crafting community on to build with us, chat about their process. John was a supporter of this channel way back when I first started out and was a guest on the stream. So it's great to finally get him back on here, and he was really excited, as we all were, to devote this stream today again to the Bridge Ambush Tabletop Crafters Guild build today, which is back in full swing. And we really appreciate all of you guys sharing your work out there in the Tabletop Crafters Guild and getting, again, so what this channel and again what all of our channels are about and dedicated to, which is inspiring you guys to craft and build your passion daily within the hobby. So I'm excited to check out this next build here. This happens to be this is Michael. This is your entry that we're coming up on, my friend.
Oh, right.
Here we go. So we can tell us a little bit about the.
I think there was one before them. There was one before.
Is there? Is there? Did I miss it?
Martin Bridge.
Martin.
Did I miss it? Is there Martin's Bridge? Oh,
And Martin, if that's yours, Jamatra, let us know.
Let us know. You know what it might be. I bet you there's been stuff that's uploaded that I haven't. Maybe. So let me refresh my page here. I guarantee you that's what's happened. I'm not trying to skip you, Martin.
It's also on the Google group, Colin. At the top, you can click name or last modified, and it'll order it differently. So, I've got it in order.
You've got it of the name here. Nice. It had been a while. I hadn't refreshed it since. Oh my goodness, I'd had it up since 9:15 this morning. So since then, everything's been uploaded. But now, before we get to your build, my dear friend, let's talk about our other friend Martin's build. This looks sick, dude.
Am I allowed to make a non-PG joke?
Make whatever joke you want.
You met me?
You just said that you've had it up all day. That sounds like a tired. That sounds like a tiring day.
Colin doesn't need Viagra.
No. Oh man, it's definitely not the PG, the PG version of it. Get up all day. Oh my goodness gracious. That's good. We've had a relatively clean stream today, and Zane, you did not take it down the dirty rabbit hole. Michael did it today. So.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, good job.
Was it always one of you guys doing something like that?
I mean, no, it's
usually
Zane.
me.
It's typically Zane. It's typically Zane that takes it down that road.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Well,
okay. Sorry, can I just quickly post another link, because Cross has quite rightly come in and said Storycraft Society. So I'm just going to post the live link for Storycraft Society.
Please.
All right, carry on. Sorry, that's it.
No, this is that's perfect. I'm also chatting away over here. So Michael, you talk to us. Like let's have you lead the spearhead Martin's build here. Chat away about Martin's build. I love Martin's work. This is so cool. You got it up there?
It just has a mood about it.
Yeah, it sure does.
It looks dusty, grimy, and I love it.
I do too. I like. How did you get Martin the? There's that kind of like the dirt path. Like, how did you achieve that? Is that grout? Is that just sand and dirt to achieve that? Because like I love, like you said, the mood. I get like just this fall feeling, but also kind of like a dying, like death and decay feel from it. It's so cool.
So this is Jamatra, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I mean, that is reminiscent of his style. He likes that kind of grim kind of side of things a bit more. You know what I mean?
Like a Dark Souls scene.
Yep.
If you guys ever played that.
Like the subtle hits of the yellowish green in there. It's just lovely, and I love the root detail.
I do too. I was gonna say that detail, the leaves on the ground there, if you look at the rocks, the accenting and the dry brushing of the rock, and how it catches the edges there underneath the tree canopy. I keep telling myself there's more pictures. Let me scroll through these. Look at that, dude.
So, if Martin, I think he is in the chat.
He is.
What's the story?
Yeah, is there a story with it, Martin? And he's saying yes, it's grouts and pigments that he's got on the ground there. It looks absolutely killer. Tell us a little bit more about the story behind this particular piece. I like the miniature that he's painted up and put on there too. That tree is so good. Oh, I like this idea. Everyone, I totally wish I'd have done this with my build.
The collage.
yeah, the little collage, because it's just a great way to. There's so much detail that everyone puts into these builds. It's
and
it's
seeing
great
it
to
up
finally
close
break
is
down.
nice.
Yep.
All right. What's that lighter stuff? It's hard for me to see. I'm trying to look at it on my phone. Is that just like are those leaves or?
Yeah.
Yep. He's put leaves on the ground there. Is this like a triangle? Like, what's the triangle thing? What's this? I want to know what this is on the other end of the bridge. Doug is saying also, giving Martin some love, does amazing root and natural structure and fiber. Hey, Earthman Brick, we see you out there. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream too, Doug. Glad to have you guys. Sub to Storycraft Society. I'm not familiar with that one either, Cross. Thanks for bringing that to attention. That's another one.
His channel is 2.9k subscribers. I'm surprised I haven't seen it before because I'm looking for new channels all the time. So I'm sub now.
Same.
Nice.
Some great stuff there.
Walker Olmsted is saying about Martin's build, very realistic. Reminds me of Boulder Creek Railroad. This is what I first started watching that got me into terrain building. Oh, cool. Yeah, Martin's stuff is super inspirational. It's absolutely amazing. This is a lot of great detail that goes in. And Zane, did he put something in the chat yet about the story behind it?
He said it's basically a countess on her way from exile to reclaim her lands and taking a detour over an old bridge.
Oh, cool.
The story right there. Nice.
I love it. I love that. That's what a great piece of lore to set up an exciting encounter for this area. Like, does something come out of the cave area? Is something up in the tree? Is there something under the bridge? Is there any significance with this marker on the side here that has the rope tied up?
Colin really wants to know about the triangle.
I want to know about the triangle. Is there anything there? I don't know. Is it just
rolling that 20? Or sorry,
roll. Oh, dang! Like rolling that 20, rolling that 20 to find out. Is it like a dinner bell? Like, do you ring it and does like a giant troll come out? Like, what's your order? I'm here. What would you like?
I also like the detail of the rope holding up the sign. There's a rope attached to like a boulder that's holding up the sign.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? It's a sign that.
That's what I'm thinking. It looks like a crossroads sign.
It does have like a crossroads sign, but what is the triangle? I just want to know if there's any.
Martin! You can't handle it, Colin. You can't handle it.
I can't handle it. I just need to know. This is super cool, Martin.
We are not going on to the next. Okay, that's the hook, Colin Bresci. That's what he said. That's the hook.
That's the hook. I don't
know what that means.
So cryptic. So cryptic.
I don't know what it means. He doesn't mean anything. He just put it on there. He's messing with me now. What were you saying, Michael?
I was just going to say, Martin doesn't have a YouTube, but he is active on Instagram, so I just posted the link for his
You should check him out.
Awesome. Sure. Yeah, definitely check his stuff out. Martin does a lot of really cool stuff and likes to sculpt some really cool monsters as well. He's been on the Crazy Crafter helping us sculpt our own monsters before. Well done, dude. This is really cool. I still have no idea. That's the hook, Colin. What does that mean? It's so, like Zane said, it's cryptic, and I don't know anything, and I'm going insane right now. I want to know what it is.
Doug says that's the thing that hooks you in.
That hooks you in. I see. Like the Countess is like, what is this triangle? I must investigate. She goes on for further adventures.
Martin, a question for you.
Yeah, what's the question?
Can you mute me for a second?
Can I mute you?
The only reason I ask is I have to use a hairdryer.
You can mute yourself on Zoom.
Yeah, mute yourself.
Can I? I don't want to mess the stream up.
If you mute,
just hit the microphone button.
If you hit the microphone button, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay. All right. I need to use my terrain dryer 5000 or whatever it is.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes. You got one too?
Yeah. Terrain dryer 500.
I just think it's amazing that I just think it's amazing that a couple of weeks ago John wasn't using hair dryers, and it is Zane who's got him into it.
Zane got him to use the hair dryers. That's right.
Peer pressure, folks. Peer pressure.
Well, like I was saying, I love using the dehumidifier, right? I just do. But I do have an 11-year-old daughter, and I don't have a hair dryer in the house, so I figured, what the heck? I'll get a hair dryer.
I mean, I feel like
your wife must have been like looking at you, going, "You're buying a hair dryer?"
Yeah. I mean, I was
no. But you know,
she doesn't know.
I was gonna make the joke about the hair, John. Of like, the hair dryer is an essential piece of equipment for you. Like,
well, I still do it on occasion. Just just feels good.
I mean, it does, right? It's exfoliate the skin a little bit. That little bit of heat or blasting. Maybe does it have like cool? Can you do cool air or hot air?
It does. It's got a cool feature on it. Yeah. So I use this in the summer.
There's a button.
Yep.
And there's a high and a low setting too. It's great.
You guys.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Mute yourself. We're gonna move on to the next one. Martin, well done. Michael is gonna be able to tell us a little bit about his awesome build here and what inspired it. I love this. I just love the story behind this build and why he built it.
Yeah.
So, this is the ultimate bridge ambush. The 3 billy goats gruff, which is interesting because Carl mentioned that, or not Carl, sorry, Cross mentioned that he did one.
Yep.
On the 3 billy goats gruff. So yeah, just for my little girl. But it is a playable piece of terrain. So all that makes it the 3 billy goats gruff is the minis. So.
Yeah. Right. You could remove the minis if you wanted to, but I love that. The texture you've got here on the stone bridge, Michael, is absolutely amazing, and you're flocking. Like I love it when you
flock?
Your flocking is on point, man. I always love the way you flock your terrain.
I enjoy that part a lot.
You're flocking brilliant.
It's the easiest part, I think, and I just do it the same way every time now. So,
yep.
So it's just crushed up bark underneath to get your initial textures, and then slightly bigger bark, and then slightly bigger bark. So bark, and then the usual painting with Mod Podge, and then foam flock and static grass. That's it.
Look at this. You put like a little just dilapidated boat down here too. I hadn't seen that before. I'm just now noticing
that was a last minute detail last night.
That's great. I love that detail.
So to be honest, I actually wanted to put more detail into it, but I ran out of time. So I finished it last night at about 1 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to get a whole bunch of the citadel skulls and like create like a little camp down there for the troll. And maybe have like a skin drying rack. And stuff like that. Just make like
Georgie, you get a skin drying rack.
Well, she's into like she's not like
she's into skin drying. Cool.
It puts this lotion on its skin or gets
use the hair dryer 500.
She's not into she's more into the scary things. So like whenever I painted up the mini, my mom was like, that troll's too scary, and I'm just like, have you met your granddaughter? Like, come on.
Yep.
So, but she loved it, and she's already broken the legs off one of the goats, though, so it's not going to last very long.
Okay, so watch out for Georgie.
Yeah, get it.
That's awesome, dude.
This build came together really well. I also have to give Zane a quick shout out. Zane definitely pushed Michael and I along because we were both I was having like a rough busy week, and like Zane wait till we see
you have to do it.
No, not at all, but like what did that was the inspiration of your build and like what Zane did and the time frame in which Zane constructed his diorama for the bridge ambush blew me away, and it served as a really big inspiration for both Michael and I, because like Michael and I's pieces didn't come together until the last 48 hours.
Well, to be quite honest, that is a very good point, because earlier on in this week I'd kind of started it, and then I was like, everything going on in just normal life, and I'm just like, I have to push to get this finished, like, and I was like, I don't really need to enter anything, I could just do the stream.
You can chill. Yep.
But then
Guys.
Zane was like, kept on going, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Yeah. He's got
And
me
now we
crafting
peer
something
pressure
right
John.
now.
Yeah.
That's true, right? He's getting.
And
He's
it's
getting
literally
he's getting-
based on his build.
So Loki, like that.
Zane
was
Morgan,
something that
motivational crafter.
originally, one of my original ideas for the stream today was going to be like, all right, surprise everyone. We're gonna look at everyone's build and build a bridge in the time frame. And I was just like, that's crazy sauce.
Yeah.
But here John is reviewing, commenting, and building a bridge. So it's pretty awesome. I'm glad you're inspired and you're putting something together, John. It's always fun. Like
Yeah.
I saw you guys do it when you did the stream a couple weeks ago. Just like building and hanging out. Like it's a good time, and it's definitely
It is, yeah.
easier. It's a little more chill when you don't have to run the stream. But this is I'm excited to see what you come up with in a short period of time, and we'll talk about what you did with your bridge ambush at the end of the stream here.
Sure.
How did your new magic wand of paint drawing work, John?
It worked well. It worked really well. I'm still working.
Good. It's good.
It'll be coming on and off throughout the stream. So, full review of the Terrain Dryer 500 coming up next.
Perfect. Here on the Crazy Crafter live stream, not sponsored. All right, here we go. We're gonna move on over to the next build here. This is Nicole Reith. This is N Reith, who is here in the chat.
Awesome.
This is fantastic. We're gonna transition. Oh, I'm already transitioned. Good. I'm already here. I'm like, what am I doing? It's there. This is fantastic. This was an earlier submission. I think Nicole got this done pretty quickly too, if my memory serves me. Nicole, if you want to call in and chat with us about the build, you're more than welcome to. We can put a link up there in the chat for you. If you want to chat with us here on the stream, you're more than welcome to. If not, get ready to tell us a little bit about what inspired this particular encounter with this bridge. Is there anything that you'd like to share with us?
I see a mimic.
I see a mimic too. This is again, everyone did the collage thing. I should have done the collage thing. I don't know why I didn't do the collage thing, but this is such a good idea. Ah, the mimic is so cool. I love the eyeball. All the eyeballs make me happy. I love the eyes. Oh, that's fun. You think you're walking along, talk about an ambush, right? You're like, oh, it's cool. I'm just walking along and mimic
I
status.
stepped in an eyeball.
And I stepped in an eyeball. Ouch. And then this tongue is gonna like lap you up and eat you. This is so cool. I love this
Lap
build.
you up.
Yeah. that made you laugh. All right, I'm glad it made you laugh. It's what it is. It reminds me of a dog's tongue, like something that's just like that big old thing that just like is gonna scoop you up. I like the texture on the tongue too.
I like that each of the eyeballs is a different color, and it gives me the all-seeing eye or the evil eye kind of feel.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yep. These teeth are really good. Now, it looks like we sculpted the mouth here, right? Like the mimic definitely looks sculpted. There's some people did some really cool sculpting for this. This is not. We have another take on the ambush with the mimic later in the stream here coming up, and I love both takes on it. And the sculpt is really cool. At least it looks like you sculpted it, Nicole. Did you have to tell us what you used to make it? Just the middle, David. Just the middle. Oh yeah, the mimic. David was like, "Is the mimic the whole bridge, or just replaced with the middle span?" Yep, the middle. So in the middle of it, you're like, roll a perception check. Uh-oh, you failed. No big deal. Everything's fine. It's just a bridge. And then if someone discovers it, all of a sudden it turns into a giant mimic to eat you up. Love it.
Oh, no.
It appears that it's like functional. Like you could drop a mini in the mouth.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
there's depth to it. There's depth to
Right
it.
on the tongue, maybe too.
Yep.
I just spilled my Agrax all over the desk.
Ah!
Yeah, you did it.
I did that last night whenever I was.
I need to
finishing
lap
my-
it all up over here.
I did the same thing yesterday, man.
That's John's new favorite word now. Lap it all up.
Use it.
What is it? What did Benji from? It's the makeup sponge, right? Is that it? Benji's hobby.
Yeah,
is
I
like
still
how
need to
makeup
get one.
sponges had. Like they do work well. Or if you're my buddy, just roll something that you're building within it, and you'll be fine. But Agrax, man, that's the. I mean, no one wants to spill any contrast paint, but I feel like Agrax, like there's some sort of like short on. I mean, Michael did a funny TikTok with it, and it's just like he spills it and he like sprints to the bathroom to like get the toilet paper. But that's like a short film waiting to happen of like the Agrax Earthshade being like the quest for it. Like you can't find it anywhere, and it's like the holy grail for crafters, right? I need my Agrax. The Agrax is missing. I need more Agrax.
I have a shiny hardened pool of it on my cutting pad right now.
Yep.
So
the thing about it is though that Josh and Luke and those guys, like every time we use it on terrain, they're like, you guys are like just throwing money down the drain kind of thing. You know, I think they need to produce Agrax Earthshade in bulk quantities.
Can you imagine the price? This thing is $6.
I'd pay for it.
I think it's like bring the price down and then you open up a whole new market. Like, you know what I mean? It's you're playing with it like on the financial side.
We have word from Nicole about her build.
Oh,
not to cut you off, but
no,
polymer clay for the teeth, green stuff for the lips, and follow DM Scotty's tips for the tongue. And yes, you can drop the mini in the mouth, and you can also can't get XPS foam in Adelaide, so that sucks. Oh, you're in Australia.
Oh, so what did you use for?
That must mean it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or something, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's later now, but it's like it's super early. Nicole tuned in early. Nicole, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us.
I'm assuming that's the Adelaide you're referring to.
It may be different, but that's okay.
Fun fact that Adelaide is actually the name of my homebrew city that's in the Victorian era, and I took some of the buildings from Adelaide, like the Adelaide Post Office, as inspiration.
Nice.
So
nice.
Only reason I know that's Australia.
Wouter joined the stream with us here. Welcome to the stream, Wouter. I saw missing that with you there. Glad you could join us today. Nicole, I love all the stone texture that you created here. Is that just so? What did she say? What foam? Is it foam that Nicole used?
She can't get XPS foam.
Right, so it's not XPS. Is it PIR? Is it EV? It might be EVA.
It's 6 a.m. crap foam. It's too airy.
Crap foam. I used crap foam. Well, see, that's the cool thing about working with the materials and with what you got, Nicole. It doesn't matter necessarily what the material is. It's how you transform it. And you've done a fantastic job transforming this. And I like the scale and the size of this bridge too. It's a big piece. This is like it's not just it's not a small bridge that you have to traverse. It's a larger one here. And it's definitely got its perils with the middle. Like, how do you get around that? Like, do you jump in the maw? Do you Drax it up from Guardians of the Galaxy and just dive right in there and start stabbing the thing? Like, that seems like a crazy idea.
Stab it!
Stab it! True story. Our DM, we entered a room and we got into this room and we realized that the room we had entered was this giant like palace under a cavern in a drow city, and the room itself was a mimic. And myself myself and two other players became trapped inside of it, and we were like we had X amount of time to break out, or we were going to be consumed by the mimic. It was absolutely. I was just like the mimic hadn't come into play until the whole room was this ginormous mimic, and we were like, holy crap, what are we gonna do?
What a lovely interior.
What a lovely interior. Only not.
Why is everything red?
Why? It's got a funny
it's a style
smell
choice
to it. It's got a funny smell to it. Nicole, your bridge here is absolutely fantastic. It's classed as XPS, but definitely not. use foam board for the side. It turned out really good. It's turned out really good.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Well done, Nicole.
Yep, I like it.
This is a good time to remind everyone, if you're just tuning into the Crazy Crafter live stream and you have not voted yet for the theme of the January Tabletop Crafters Guild build, you can do so. There is a survey up on SurveyMonkey, and I don't know, is anyone able to check the status of that? I haven't seen or been able to go over to it yet.
I haven't even voted.
You might be the only one.
Am I the only one that can see it? Let me see here.
I'm gonna post the link here.
You got it? All right, I'm gonna open the link, and I'm gonna see what that does here. I'm gonna keep it on mine.
Can you repost the link in the chat, Colin, as well?
I think.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Right.
Yep.
I threw some ideas. So these ideas that came up here, that the themes that are up there, are ideas that Zane, Michael, and I, and John as well proposed. Like I was like, there's more than one person. You're not an afterthought, John Lombardi. I just not all of it. You're not. Anyway, those are the themes that are up there. So pick your theme, right? I have to vote right now. I actually haven't voted yet. What is mine?
I voted.
I know you voted.
So your options are can't cast a fireball, or
no.
I just voted, so it just I just voted, so it went away.
It's I cast fireball, stones and bones, woodland shrine. It's a trap, and the forest is alive. Those are your options.
There is a sincere lack of tentacle options there. Just saying, but you know, it's fine.
I don't know what's gonna. I'm gonna do that one. Let's see what it says. Okay, now I have to be able to. Let me see something. Let me see if I can see what's in the lead. I should be able to check it out, right? I think so.
Sister 19 online. Thank you, Russian bot. We're gonna remove you.
Ooh, Sister 19. Prichnika, come lap it up in Russia.
You're barking up the wrong tree here for me, but
not gonna work. 3 out of 4 is not bad. They'll be like, don't worry, we have stuff for you too. It's okay. What is my email? What did I use for my email? I think I used that one. Let's try this one. I'm about to say my password out loud.
Yeah, don't do that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
it's actually password exclamation point.
What is it? The username and password is incorrect. It wouldn't have mattered. I can't even remember. Is my cap locks on? That might be why. Dude. Am I going to be able to access this? I don't know if I'll be able to access. I don't know if I just set up this password before. I don't know if I'll be able to access the results from the stream today. Oh, I will. Hold on. I've got it. Here. Here we go. Don't worry. We're refreshing this page. Oh, yes. Look at that. Let's analyze it. Oh, I've got it. I've got it on my phone here. This is exciting. Dude.
Everyone voted for something different.
No, everyone didn't. So far, nobody wants I cast Fireball. Stones and Bones has got 4 votes. Woodland Shrine has 5. It's a Trap has 3, and the Forest is Alive 4. So it's pretty. It looks like Stones and Bones, Woodland Shrine, It's a Trap, and the Forest is Alive. It's all going to be in play. It looks like Woodland Shrine is in the lead, though. So there is that.
You say I cast Fireball, and I'm thinking of John's build with the giant LED fireball.
That's where I got that from. And also, it's a slight dig and playful jab at one of our players from our campaign who casts Fireball and like doesn't care if you're within the area of effect. He's like, yeah, I cast it. Like that wizard that just doesn't give a damn about the fireball effect. And I'm like, bro, like he cast lightning underwater with all of us in an underwater section of the campaign and failed the throw, and it electrocuted all of us underwater, and it killed a beloved NPC of one of our main characters or one of our party members, and like it was so dead. Like
what was his reaction?
His reaction to that?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got all the enemies right. He's like, I still impacted the enemies, but I'm like, yeah, but you like severely damaged all of us right as we were like in the thick of a major encounter. So he tried.
That
to
reminds
play it
me
off.
of my husband.
Yeah, like has he cast area of effects that have impacted everyone else too?
Darkness and then thunderclap as we were on a rock flying into an inn. So we ended up hitting the inn with the giant rock and pulverizing it. And there was a very angry innkeeper that we had to deal with. So,
oh my gosh.
Oh, as a giant horde of goblins was coming into the town to kill us all. So it's fun.
Whoops. Good job, Frankie. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
so we were deaf and blind.
Deaf and blind. Yay! All good components to be in the middle of a fight.
We were Helen Keller.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no. Oh no.
So on to the next submission. Nice segue.
Yes, sir, Michael.
I've got to go and do a quick daddy duty thing.
Do your daddy duty. Do your thing.
Be a minute or two.
Please.
Is the next one Sander?
It's Sander. Yeah, 1d6 crafting.
I'll just put his YouTube link. I had it prepared there. So there's Sander's YouTube link. I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Awesome.
David Darling, a gnome paladin PC has permanently singed eyebrows from my wizard's fireballs. It's not my fault that they were in the way on the front lines. That's pretty much his same reaction for our player to there, David. Like Luke doesn't. He's casting it, man. If he's casting it, it's being cast. All right, this is a really cool piece we've got here from Sonder from 1d6 Crafting.
Another bridge mimic,
which is really cool. This is something that Sonder came in pretty quick with this build, and I was thrilled with how quickly he put this together. But I love the sculpt that he came up with here for this mimic, and again, interchangeable. It like the drawbridge comes up and there's a mimic there. Like I love it. You could come up to it and be like, "None shall pass," and you like raise the drawbridge, and all of a sudden there's this giant mimic that you have to deal with.
The mimic should say that. None shall pass.
None shall pass. None shall pass. What?
I mean, it just goes to show that you can do the same concept but different variations on it. So this one's a drawbridge.
This looks absolutely fantastic, Sonder. I love the mimic sculpt here. Super fun. Love the colors on it. Love the texture. Kind of like a wooden texture that the monster has taken on too. Like it's got part of the bridge. Transforms. That's so cool. I love it.
Is the mouth printed or is that sculpted?
I think he said it was printed.
Was it? Oh, it was printed. Okay. Well,
there you go.
It was sculpted.
I think he said he found it.
And then he put it within the build. Well, it still looks great. I love it. It's a good piece. He has a 3D. What printer is he using?
I think it's the Elegoo.
Also, kudos to Sonder for including 10 images in a 3-picture race.
Attaboy, Sonder.
I mean, he's still within the rules, so it's okay.
He's within the rules, and the collage format's a great way to show off multiple points of detail within the piece. Really, really cool. This looks great, Sonder. I like the little banner here over on the side too. That looks really cool. I like the use of the real chain coming through, and that little, is it a pop rivet? It looks like a little pop rivet that the chain's being filtered through. It's super cool.
I think he has the Elegoo Mars.
The Elegoo Mars, nice.
Yeah.
Is this are there people like up on the other side of this fixture, like these minis up here? They're like, yeah, you can't come in, deal with our mimic. Is it like, that's a pretty awesome, some people have alligators and piranha in the moats. They just have a mimic in their bridge. Like,
they have captured a mimic.
They have captured a mimic and it is in their bridge. That's kind of cool.
Storycraft Society said, I really like the idea of the castle owners having a kind of symbiotic relationship with the mimic. Yep.
I do too. Like they keep it well fed. like yeah, come in. You're more than welcome. Like help this way. Yeah, you can come help us this way. This is like where Martin's Countess goes along. That's where the crossroads led. And the triangle is the thing that you need. It's the power point for the mimic to like control the mimic and actually take possession. So if you don't get that triangle from Gematra's, no, I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Still talking about the triangle.
I gotta make it work.
45 minutes later.
I gotta make it work. I gotta figure it out, John. It's important.
It'll make a
cool
reoccurrence
build.
on next stream too.
How about that one? One month it should be a collective story on the same theme, where someone takes like a part of the build and you tell the story through those various builds. That seems like absolutely insane.
That's complicated.
It is complicated, but I think that'd be kind of cool. I still think it'd be cool.
My theory on this is the city has a curfew, but they don't tell the residents when the curfew is, so they just change it and then draw up the bridge so it gets to feed.
Love it.
Different times.
Love it.
It sounded better in my head, but it works.
No, it does. It works.
That does work.
It's fantastic. That's the cool thing about all the different builds is you could come up with a million different stories and ways to incorporate it within your game too. It's rad.
Triangle is the dinner bell for the mimic, according to Doug.
I love it, Doug. That's perfect. Mimic looks like it used boat as a frame. Well, that's true. Fed when you don't pay the entrance toll. That's true. You got to fight the mimic. You're not going to pay the toll. You get eaten. This is why I worry about including strange details in my builds because we're going to take it and run with it, Carl. That's the best kind. Player derailment guaranteed. Yep. I mean, that's given. I feel like the player derailment is going to happen no matter what. All right. Storycraft Society, you are here in the chat, so we would love to hear more about your build here. This is so lovely. Love all the colors and the vibrancy of this build. Yeah, it's great. It looks absolutely gorgeous. You'll have to tell us a little bit about what inspired this build, but I just looking at it right off the top, I love the different layers on the stonework and the archways underneath here.
The detailing.
Very, very, very lovely. Very nice. Love that water underneath there too. Have to let us know, did you use some, was it grout or pigment? Dirt for the actual dirt. I'm always fascinated now, like, what do people use for their dirt paths? I love hearing.
Oh, that's weird. It's right where I'm at, Colin. Pigment time.
Pigment time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see everything. I've got access to all your cameras there. I can see.
That's creepy.
You're doing over there. Yeah,
it's weird.
That is weird. I don't have access.
Remember when you hit allow when you join this?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All my cameras are live right now.
That's right. Oh my gosh. And John Lombardi never returned to the stream again. He's like, I'm gonna stream on my own channel. It's safer there.
And block.
This is a really cool build, Storycraft Society. Let's see. Are we still there? Hopefully, you're still there. Let's see. Let's see if we get another angle. I like all the scatter that's put on the bridge here too.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, the scatter that's
nice.
strewn about looks really cool here. Oh, and there's the reason. Is that a chimera? Or the not a chimera, but the
Griffin.
No, it's not a griffin. It's the thing. It's the monster from Onward that they go see at the tavern that sets them on the quest.
I think that is a chimera.
My God. Is it a chimera?
Yeah, like the big beast.
The lion dragon thing. I don't know if it's a chimera though. I don't know if it's a chimera.
Hold on, I'm figuring it out.
Darn it!
It's gonna kill me.
It is gonna kill me. How do I not remember this monster right now? Speaking of the screen, like I like this D&D screen that's over here, Storycraft Society. That's really cool. Manticore. Thank you, Manticore. Gosh darn it, it's the Manticore. Yeah, everyone in the chat's like Manticore, Colin, Manticore. I knew this is why it's important to have all you all here. You can keep me in line. More heads better.
I'm here googling onward monster, onward cast.
I love that movie so much, and I
so
just
good.
wish my daughter loved it too. I've tried to let her watch it like so many times. She's just like, no.
I
wish it did better in the box
I
office.
wish my daughter liked it. What? Oh man,
Lord.
I missed something.
Nope.
Onward.
It's onward. Every move you make, Laura Elston is singing. Every move you make, every step
Police.
you take, I'll be watching you. That's right.
The police.
I love the
Not only
stone
do they
colors.
sing it, but they'll call it. No.
They'll call it too. Kim, I agree with you. The stone colors here on Storycraft Society's build are absolutely fantastic. I like the different trees too. The different trees, like some look like they're crafted. You have to let us know, Storycraft, are all the trees made like this one over here? Some of them look like they could be those bulk ones that you buy for like model railroading or get from Amazon, but some of these others definitely look like you have crafted yourself, and I
think some of the tree trunks look like they are, but they've definitely had more stuff added onto the flocking, I think.
Yeah,
Some of them.
like this thick one over here on the left definitely I think has been added. Let's see what this next picture. Oh yes,
I would like to play on this.
Yep,
it just looks vibrant and I like it a lot.
There you go. Yep. You gotta put it there. It is Storycraft. Start the bidding off. Zane's your highest bidder right now. He'll buy it right now.
$1.
$1. Oh,
it's worth much more, but $1.
$1. Yeah.
Price is right over here.
Yeah, it is a priceless crafting priceless right. There's some sort of crafting game show or crafting competition that needs to happen at some point.
We already have the rights in the works, so
yeah, we're working on it. Like we'll have to do like an Iron Chef in the crafting
kitchen
one of these days. What is it? Yeah, I don't know what you call it though. We need to come up with like instead of like Iron Chef, we need like Iron
Gordon
Crafter.
Ramsay's in the works. No.
Gordon Ramsay's in the works. We'll just have it'll be Michael on there. You're a donkey, calling everyone a donkey and a donut. That's what he calls everyone. No, that's what Gordon Ramsay
Pine
says.
trees were $1 store find.
Nice.
Storycraft Society.
Love it. Y'all got the best dollar stores and value mart stuff. Like everyone's got so many cool stuff.
Same little fir trees that I used for my Christmas build.
Yeah. This looks absolutely fantastic.
Plaster cast little trees, I think. Possibly.
Good fun.
Cool camera angle.
Yeah, I like that one too, right? It's a good shot. John was commenting on he likes the camera angle from this shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Super cool. I like it. There's a lantern in the background. See, there's Atmos Seeker at play again. People got lanterns everywhere. I love it.
Sebastian.
Yep. I thought about doing like a video for my like do like a little like one of the pictures being just like a little video of it like boomeranged with like some effects. Maybe for the next
I thought about it too.
Yeah, I know.
I started working on a cinematic and then I was like, oh wait, it's pictures. Never mind.
It's pictures. Like I don't want to. You're like I don't want to cheat it. Like I don't want to cheat it. Well done, Storycraft Society. If there's a link to this video and a link, I know we've put a link up there to your channel again. Feel free to share it, and feel free to share if there's a video whenever that comes out. And again, guys, if you're interested at all in sharing your channels, put it up in the chat. You can also go over to the Crazy Crafter Discord. If you're not a member of the Crazy Crafter Discord, you're more than welcome to join. There's an entire division or subsection, whatever you call them. What are they? Are they chat? Like, what do you call them in Discord? I don't even know what they're called. That's how terrible I am at Discord. But there's a subsection of YouTube channels. So feel free to share your content in there. Let us know when you release stuff. We'd love to come check it out.
Yeah.
What do we got? over here.
Tina says I'm a bad influence, and she's hissing at John for using a hairdryer.
I needed to use it, Tina. I had to do it.
I had to do it. I had to do the build. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
almost done here.
Love it.
Almost done.
Love it. Okay, where are we at here? I'm trying to catch up and see where we are with the builds here. We're doing really good. Now we have the Crafty DM that's coming up. Oh, that's cool. We got
Very cool.
This is really cool. Let's dive into the Crafty DM's picture here, and we'll check it out. This is rad. You guys are doing absolutely phenomenal work. I'm loving looking at all these builds. What were you saying there, Zane?
The rock face, how they did it, is reminding me of that Black Magic Craft video that he did with the modular stackable mountains. That I really like it. It's cool.
Yep. Yeah, this is looking pretty sweet, Crafty DM. I'm loving this again with the collages. Oh man, look at these giant freaking trolls. These are awesome. And again, look at that suspension bridge. Super cool. This is a great way. Again, you can build. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, that's great. You can build this relatively quickly with the way you off layer those just those cuts and stacking them like that. That looks super cool. I'm all about speed. Go ahead.
Yes.
I think the time in that build goes into the actual bridge.
Yes. Yep. Sure does.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just gonna say I like all the variations of the suspension bridges we've had today too. We've had stone bridges. We've had the suspension bridges. We've had portals to another plane, perhaps, or another dimension. We've got some awesome variations, and this is a great suspension bridge. Super cool.
I want to know how it's attached. It looks like it's removable.
Oh, really? Oh, it does look, because it's got its own little spots there, right? Yeah, like its own little base where it's glued. That would be cool. So is this like all modular?
The next shots show some variation. So I'm skipping.
Now we've got spider webs that have entangled our dear players with these creeper spiders.
If you look, it looks like the bridge is fallen in the corner there.
Oh, look at that. Crafty DM, where are you? Tell us all about it.
It's very cool.
Yeah, this is super cool. Is it just the Halloween web here? Is that what they used, do you think?
Ah, he's there. Hello.
Hey, Crafty DM. It is removable. The
weight and holds it in place.
Yeah, that's clever. That's awesome, Crafty DM. We dig that. And this is this after the bridge collapses for this? Is there a sequence in the story here, like bridge is up, now bridge is down, death by spiders? Boy, these spiders are creepy looking. They look like the exoskeleton of giant.
I found
king
your
crabs.
channel. I'm gonna share it. Crafty DM link coming in.
Yay! Looks like they cut the rope. Oh, cheeky spiders cutting the rope. Super cool. Yeah,
Okay.
Love this, Crafty DM. Super cool.
Ooh. I'm not a fan of spiders, but it's cool. They're not my thing.
We know that, John.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Super cool texture on these spiders. Where did you get these spiders from? That's what I want to know. I love these spiders. These spiders are super cool. And Halloween web spider. That's perfect. Have you refresh my memory, John, because it's been a minute. What did you use to create the webs on your spider diorama a few weeks back? Or it was what, weeks? It was months.
With the spider serum?
I use this. And for the main part of the web, which really pulls really nice. Right? And then I use the dryer sheet for the funnel part of the web going in. And then I just meshed them together.
I've always wanted to experiment. Do you guys, they sell it at Home Depot here in the United States, but they have like those web guns that you can make for like your house, to decorate your house. I've always wondered how that would translate to a build, but I can't imagine that stuff It's because it's essentially like hot glue, essentially, like or a variation of that it creates. I can imagine that being very hard to control, but I've always wanted to experiment and play with that. But it's like those guns are like they're like $40. They're expensive.
I want to use the spider serum stuff that Michael used.
Yeah,
but it's a pain in the butt to clean.
What did you think of that, Michael?
It comes out nice on the actual project, but your room is going to get filled with spider webs, and also your airbrush is going to get clogged up. And it takes ages to clean it out.
That's right. I remember you said
you're better off just buying like a cheap Harbor Freight one. You know what I mean? If you're gonna airbrush, if you're gonna use that.
I'll buy the Colin Bresci Amazon one.
Don't do it. It's not
with the compressor built in.
So I keep having projects that I'm like, oh, I should put some spider webs into it, and then I think about it, and then I go, I really can't be bothered to do that.
Yep.
I also have a trick for it though. If you leave your terrain out on like a shelf in the dark, usually spiders will come in and just kind of create their own. So it's natural.
Don't use that method if you have a game the next day. But
those towers, those mineshaft towers that I built back for over the summer, Zane, they've been living outside underneath my patio, and I keep moving them around because there's no shelf that they'll store on. And I went to move it and clean up that area last week, and there's legitimate large spider webs all over it, and I'm like, I'm not touching that terrain. I'm not touching that terrain right now. I inadvertently took your advice there, Zane, and it works. Just so you know,
it's free too.
Yeah, it's free, and they hold up pretty well too. They're built to last, those spider webs. All right, let's slide on back over here to Crafty DM's build once again. Absolutely fantastic work. I can't wait to check out. What I'm really excited about today's stream is again getting introduced to all of these awesome new channels. Really excited to check out your guys' content and see what you guys are working with beyond just the December Guild build. Super cool. All right, we're gonna move on over to someone. They're loading. There it is. Oh,
someone. It's just someone.
It's just someone. It's not just someone. It's Tina Martins, everyone. Tina. Indiana Jones would not like this bridge ambush. Indiana Jones would be terrified. I love this build. This is super cool. I like these roots. Did she use real roots over here?
Are they Amy roots?
They look like real roots.
No, they look like real roots. They're the Amy roots. No, if they were Amy roots, they'd be covered in green and gold Packer gold. They'd be go Pack Go. The roots would be saying that. Let's see here. Going back to this build, I love the resin, like kind of like the shallow like pools underneath here and the different colors of that. Oh, Tina's here entering the chat. She's gonna come.
Yay!
About it. Yay!
I noticed the resin as well.
Yeah, I like the resin there a lot.
And actually makes me think about my build, something that I would change, because I like the way Tina has got the resin, not just in the pool, but then it looks like she's brushed the resin up around it so that it's wet around as well, not just in the pool.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. It's well done.
Snakes on the roof instead of snakes on a plane. We got these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking bridge.
Tina, are you there?
Connect.
Hello.
It says connecting audio.
Tina.
It's happened earlier as well.
Yeah, well, I think she joined. She was like, she's like, I'm joining now. Now here's where it gets awesome. Is this like a black light that she's popping on here? And it like reveals, it's just like, I feel like you could do a couple different things. Like you could switch it to like some crazy spell effect happens. But I like kind of the glow in the dark pigments and colors that pop out under this light.
That was just a cool idea you just said there, Colin.
Yeah.
Okay, Tina, unmute yourself.
Unmute your audio.
Hello.
Hey, while we're waiting for Tina, quick question.
Yeah, Yeah.
Are you able to check out or upload somehow if I go to your Discord and just throw in the my pictures on there of the build?
Absolutely. Should be fine.
Yeah,
Is that
I can
easy to
do
do?
that.
I just threw them on there.
They're
on there right now.
Discord? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
done.
Yay!
Hey, Tina.
Oh my.
Hey, Tina.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Finally get there. Oh my god. This is terrible, me.
No, it's not. You've joined us. It's awesome.
Wow. That's
Hello,
quick
hello,
work, John.
hello.
That looks great.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
Okay,
you?
you asked. I'm doing fine.
Yay.
A bit tired, but fine.
That's
You
good.
asked about the roots. Well, that's you call the plant lavender. You call
Okay.
Yes.
you
Yep.
call it lavender. Okay.
Yep.
So I killed some plants. So I
Is
I
it
saw them.
actual
Perfect.
French lavender?
yes, it is. It is.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well, I picked up the seeds from France and I brought them back home and I saw them.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. And when they got like baby plants, I just harvest them. So I killed
Nice.
them. Sorry. But I need them.
Murder!
I know.
Tina, you logged on. You're like, so I killed lots of baby plants for this build.
Yes,
That
I
was awesome.
I love it.
You ambushed
I
the
mean-
plants.
I mean, I will say this: she is self-sustaining. It is a sustainable build because she brought the seeds, sowed the seeds herself in the ground, grew the plants, and then uprooted them. And then
She did it
You need
just
to-
for this build.
You need to have like a little disclaimer at the bottom. Lots of baby plants were killed in the making of this craft.
Oh, just one for this build.
just one, but more on the horizon. More. in
Yeah,
the
there are.
future.
Oh my god.
My God.
Well, I love using plants in the nature because they
my
look
God.
great. So,
Mhm.
well.
We
same
just got
with
an
the-
awesome pun.
That's the fun.
Tina, you are guilty of sodomy to the Sodom.
Oh. Okay.
Uh,
Bye.
Tina, I have a question for you.
Sue to me.
Do you coat your natural plants in anything? You know, when you
Yes.
put 'em in there.
I just coat them in Mod Podge.
Okay. Yeah.
Some use glycerine, but I use Mod Podge, and it's turning out great. So
Good.
How long do they last? Do they last a while?
they last forever.
What, with the Mod Podge under it?
Yeah, I
Even-
dry them. I dry them real
Right.
good, and then I use Mod Podge, and they're hard like rock, and they last. Oh, my voice is going everywhere. Sorry.
You're all right. Drink
Do
more
you
red
know-
wine. That'll help.
I'm
Just
too
wondering,
tired.
do you know if it works with green foliage? Like, because I know that the glycerine you can do with green foliage as well.
I think it would. Yeah, I'm sure it would.
That's cool.
Because Mod Podge is if you put Mod Podge, if you put the roots into the Mod Podge completely and soak them really in it, then let them, how you call it? If you put them out, just let it drip till it's finished dripping. Oh my God, this sounds awful. And then you put it in some foliage. It would work great. It works great, I know. I've done it on the scenery I made for the wedding. So
Nice.
it's great.
It definitely works well. Talk to us a little bit about what in the second picture here. Is there any particular lighting? Is this a UV light that you put this under, and did you use any special paint on the snake that popped up here? Like
No.
What are we looking at there?
I just found the snake in what you call a dollar store.
Yep.
And I just loved it. But I kept it in the drawer for like 2 years. And all of a sudden the bridge ambush came. And I said, oh, I got a snake. I'm going to
Time
build
for
a
a
bridge
snake.
ambush. Yep.
He dried out the snake, put it in Mod Podge. No.
Dipped it in glycerin, blessed it with a curse, and threw it on the build. I love it.
It reminds
Yeah,
me
it
of
just-
Conan the Barbarian a little bit for some, you know. That snake?
Yeah, the snake.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm almost a
That character.
barbarian. No, never mind. Okay.
I'm not. We can't just tease it like that. You know, you don't have to.
No,
be reserved
just
on the
it's
stream.
those are just Christmas lights I used.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
just
it looks.
a string of Christmas lights but the blue ones or the blue ones.
I think. I think what's cool here is it's a great demonstration too of how lighting and different effects can impact the feel of your terrain as well. And I love the mood that I get from this shot with the Christmas lights here. It's absolutely amazing. That's a really cool. I think it's a really smart idea using the snake in there too. I love how you've got it wrapped around. Now,
Very
can you
cool.
change the snake, or is it secured? Did you secure the snake on the piece?
The snake is not secured, so it can
Good. So you can move
creep
it
It's an
around.
wherever it
insecure
goes.
snake.
Yeah.
It's an insecure.
It can go
snake.
wherever
Keep the
it
birds
wants.
away.
Please
And,
comment and leave positive comments for the snake to boost its insecurities.
Well, it was Carl who said to me, use some special lighting. So thank you, Carl. I
Yeah,
did.
good job. Good
Yeah,
suggestion,
yeah.
Carl.
And
Good suggestion.
the mini that's on that picture is a dwarven. It was painted. The second mini my son painted.
Yeah.
Is becoming 30 today, so we didn't have a
Happy
party.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
We don't have a party
Happy birthday.
because of shitty COVID, but
Yep,
that's the second
yep.
mini he painted, and he paints so well. He even paint the eyes. I'm gonna put the mini into Discord because
Oh,
he's
snap.
spot on. He's
Job, brother.
so
Yeah, good
great
job.
in painting minis, but
Brother.
he's not painting minis, so
You should paint
Right.
more minis. Paint more minis.
he
dude.
should. He should, but
Well, this is an awesome build, Tina. You did a great job. And this, how long did this? How long did you work on the ambush, on this build?
don't want to say it.
I bet you
'Cause
did
it's
it in
quick.
one evening.
I
flat
bet
out.
she did in the evening too. That's why I'm asking her, because she's the quickest crafter out of all of us.
Won't
Longer.
say it. I won't say
John,
it.
John, so I don't know if you know, but like when we did the Lord of the Rings diorama build here for my buddy's wedding,
Yep.
everyone submitted one diorama to like, oh, we enter in the competition. Everyone gets to do one. How many did Tina do?
30.
How many?
How many?
She did 6, right? 6.
Oh wow.
6.
But
she
that
did
was a-
6 of these.
That was just an excuse to send you the foam. So
That's true. That's also true, but also not like I took some shots at the wedding, John. I'll have to share them with you so you can
Yeah,
check them
let's
out.
see 'em.
Like
Yeah.
they are like like everyone. So funny. Everyone's like flocking to like Tina's builds at the wedding. Their centerpieces at the tables. Mine
Yeah.
was not my best work that I've ever done. It's not that it wasn't good. It's just it wasn't like a wow factor. And like everyone is surrounding like all of Tina's builds. 0 people. Like one person walked over, literally looked at mine and was like,
Put their
all right.
drinks
I was
on
just
it.
Like, that's fair.
He tried. He tried.
All of my D&D buddies that we play with, they started like we had like little candy favors, and it was like treasure, like little gold, and they just started filling it in the boat, and like they slowly just covered it up over the night. You guys are assholes. Anyway,
Okay.
Tina, this build is absolutely fantastic. This is a cool build, and
it was a fun thing
wish-
to do.
I
love the
wish
guild
could
builds.
I wish I could craft as fast as you. This is a cool piece to put together. I like the guild builds too. What do you like about the guild builds? Why are you happy that the guild build is back, Tina?
Well, because everybody's you get just a title or a word or 2 words or 3 words, and everybody's imagination
Yes.
jumps on it, and it's so different, and it's also cool. I love it. Like you guys talk about out the D&D world, but I don't play. I just craft. So every time I look at those and I said, why do they do that? And then you get the explanation, and it goes like, wow, yeah, of course, because they play the game. I better start playing again. Okay, I'll try playing again.
You need to play. It would be awesome.
You played before. You enjoyed it.
You
I played it once.
Blast,
I know.
You will have a blast.
Well, okay. Well, I'm off now.
Well,
thank you, Tina.
Thank you for hanging out with us today, and thank you for chatting about the build, Tina. It is always a joy to chat with you. Thank you for jumping on and hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Okay.
We have Tina coming on again soon, right?
We should. We got to talk about when we're going to have you on again soon, Tina. We got to do some Necromunda. We're going to do some Necromunda terrain. Tina, because she's like, I've never built Necromunda terrain, and has spent the last few weeks.
That's all she does now.
Now that's what she's been working on. So we're going to do some Warhammer terrain.
Well, I love it because I'm building it for a school in England, in UK. So because somebody reached out and they said they want to play the game with unprivileged kids, and I'm building the terrain. So I love it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna send it to the UK.
I send it, and I hope they send you pictures of the kids getting to play on it when the time.
That's what I asked for. I will send it, but you have to send me some pics, so they will.
Yeah.
Yep.
So bye. Okay. Bye.
Tina.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for hanging out. Super rad. Tina Martins, everyone. # love that Tina. She is amazing. Like one of the best crafters that we know of, and then a heart of gold. That one. All right, we're gonna continue on with the build here. We're getting close to the end here. We've got Walker Olmsted here. Oh, look at this one. This one's super cool. Like another little diorama. I think we've got a diorama, but it's playable piece. You can play this terrain. Look at this. This is super cool. Oh, I'm saying, look at this. It's super cool. I know I have it up. I keep forgetting when I switch the stream.
I can't find it.
Very cool.
Refresh your page. It got uploaded while we were chatting with Tina. It's a new one.
Awesome.
It's a new one. It's getting in there. I told everyone, they're like, when can you submit? And I'm like, until we stop streaming. Submit your pictures.
This one has really cool coloring also.
Yeah, I like the coloring on this one too. The stonework is really good. I love that water effect. Again, I'm pretty sure pigments are at play here. And Walker's going to talk to us about it because Walker has just joined the chat.
Yay.
Walker,
hello?
Are you there?
Connecting.
Walker's joining. He's connecting. He's coming. Walker's coming.
It's giving me pastel vibes.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Walker, if you're there, go ahead and mute the stream while you're chatting with us here, and that'll help out. How are you?
Hold on, I'm trying to mute the TV. I'm casting at the same time.
No worries, Walker.
No
that's
problem.
okay.
Well, trying to anyway. All right, there we go. I can hear you.
Hey, Yahtzee. Hey, thanks for calling in, Walker, and thanks for participating in the December guild build.
Well, thank you for hosting it and putting these on.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Talk to us a little bit about your build, bud.
Well, so this is actually my first real set piece. The river and trees are one complete set, and then the bridge, you see the dead fallen trees there, the ruins that are used to create the ambush, were all made separate to try and just be able to put anywhere I needed.
Super dope.
Awesome.
Yeah, and when you're saying this first set piece, is your first time building terrain?
Not my first time building terrain.
Okay.
I've kind of cut my teeth on Y-lock tiles and everything else.
I can see that with the bridge, right?
I can see it too. I was gonna say, I was like, I see where that influence is coming from for sure.
But my first actual one larger piece, let's say.
Okay.
It looks great. It looks great, Walker. It turned out really good. Let's check out some more pictures here of it. Let's go to the second one.
Yeah, I literally submitted this while you were starting the stream earlier. I couldn't remember.
That's perfect. I'm so glad you got it uploaded and you submitted it here because this is great work. How did you do? I'm like focused on dirt and stuff today because like that's where I've been thinking a lot about what I'm gonna do differently with like dirt, because I don't really create dirt paths. I haven't really done a whole lot of dirt in my terrain. So what did you do for your dirt on here?
Well, a lot of people you see, and I know somebody saw that I referenced Boulder Creek Railroad and that they'll take the grout and the dirt mixture and all that. This is blue foam core that I then covered in toilet paper and glue to get a texture, and then literally just you can see the same texture on the kind of triangle ruin pieces that I've just set inside the bridge. The bridge itself is just cardboard with toilet paper and glue put on it and then painted up to I was going for like a limestone carved out of one piece type thing.
Oh, that's
it's kind of like a reverse texturing. That's cool. Like adding the paper to that, right? Instead of
I made all the cardboard and then glued all that together in different pieces and then laid the toilet paper on it. Once it dried, it was kid proof. My assistant DM likes to play with them and drop them, so they're pretty tough.
That's really cool. I've never heard of someone taking cardboard and texturing it.
Same.
Toilet paper. That's very cool.
Yeah. Well, now granted, this was the cheap toilet paper. I don't use Charmin for this.
Well, I mean, any toilet paper 2 years ago was gold. So.
Oh yeah. And as a matter of fact,
true.
I think that's where I got it. Found it for like 79 cents a 4-pack. I was like, oh, picking that up.
Well, yeah, you don't want teddy bears all over your stonework, or imprinted hearts or whatever. That would look good.
Well, mimic.
If you're crafting, if you're doing like a mimic nursery, it would work, right? If you're doing a mimic nursery, that's what we should have made one of the options for the January Guild. Mimic nursery. There we go. That'd have been. That wouldn't have been creepy at all.
Do you like feeding mimics children, Colin?
No. Walker, I really love that solid piece. I can see in this third picture here, kind of like that one solid piece of limestone that you're talking about with the bridge. I think you did a really good job, like executing that vision and that goal with this bridge here. This is really, really cool.
The technique for the water was also just toilet paper laid over there, and then you guys were talking about it's not just 1 step, 2 step, 3, you're done. Yeah, that's multiple layers of different blues and greens and everything to bring up that water. And there's still more that I'd like to do, but
is there a gloss varnish on the top of that as well?
What's that?
Is there a gloss varnish on the top of the water as well?
Yeah, on the water. Yeah, a demi-gloss that I found in the bottom of a box in my garage. It's like, oh, maybe I can use this.
Nice.
There you
go. Looks good, Walker.
Q in the chat wants to know: are the tree trunks foam?
Well, the tree trunks themselves are actually the end result of the toilet paper. Those are actually toilet paper tubes crunched up with some hot glue, wrapped again in toilet paper to give it kind of more texture. I saw, and I wish I could remember who I saw on YouTube that did it. But I saw a video of someone using those toilet paper tubes for tree trunks, and was inspired. So if they're listening,
John Lombardi.
Yeah, maybe John might be. I know John's done it. I've seen it done on other channels too. It's a great technique. I love it.
Yeah, I think DM Scotty did that too.
Yeah, Scotty's done it too. Now with your tree trunks, John, did you sculpt it with hot glue and aluminum foil, right?
The trunk itself was a paper towel roll. Yeah, there it is. And then hot glue, and then the foil, for the to add some width, and that way it doesn't look like a straight tube. And then the roots. Yep. It's kind of a mixture of everything,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same texture and technique you're able to create here, Walker, with the trunks, like a very natural look. It's a great way you transform the material beautifully. Looks really good.
Well, thank you. I found also on the bridge there that with the layers of toilet paper, different rolls and creases lent themselves to, here's a vine, a little brown paint here, a little green paint here. It's already in there.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So are you a DM, Walker? Is this for a game that you're playing, or?
Well, it certainly will be now. We've got our own little family group with son, wife, and some friends that
awesome.
We get together.
Nice.
I own one book, played 25 years ago, and then when all the pandemic hit, it was a great way to spend the time. And my assistant DM just wanted to say hi.
Aw.
Oh, say hi.
Hello.
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 Hello, assistant DM. Keep building. Keep building
Yeah,
stuff.
he's been helping me. He's helping me paint wolves right now for one of our next adventures.
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Heck yeah.
My assistant DM, I don't know if you can hear him. Can you hear my assistant DM? He's literally outside the garage right now saying, "You've been streaming for hours."
Wow.
Hold on.
I hear that
Hold
too,
on.
but it's not outside the garage.
Hold on. Let me stand by. Here, keep talking to Walker here for a second.
So, how old is your assistant DM, Walker?
Oh, he's 9.
9.
He plays a dwarf cleric that likes to smash wolves, rats, and spiders. It's been good.
Nice.
That's good. A 9-year-old going for a cleric.
What's that?
Sorry, got an excited 9-year-old here. I have trouble hearing you. What was that?
That's all right.
Yeah, he enjoys playing. Introduced my wife and another family to the game. I paid 20 years ago, and then they'd never played before, so they don't know how bad of a DM I am. So it works out.
Oh no, that's the best.
That's the way to do it.
It is the way to do it. Like the kids, it's like the greatest game to introduce and have kids play. Like I'm.
It's your imagination. Yeah.
Yeah, the imagination, like, and especially if you get the crafting component, but just the imagination component, like, there's math involved, but there's also communication skills that are involved in the development of, like, I swear one day, I have a good buddy and a colleague who teaches theater who is huge into D&D. Right when the pandemic hit, he had developed a action theater company, and it's all designed like it's live improv based role-playing game. It's basically D&D theater, and he's starting to get it kicked back off again, but he's like, one day I'm just going to do a whole curriculum that's just based on playing D&D for an acting class. And I'm like, that's brilliant. You should, because it's such a great way to build fundamentals for so many things, not just performance, but like John said, creativity alone for kids. It's huge. Mm-hmm. Walker, your build is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so glad you got it in and submitted it for us here on the stream today. Thanks for calling in and hanging out. We hope that you tune into the future Guild Build streams wherever they may be.
Will. I placed my vote for Woodland Shrine, so if that comes up, I guess I'll have to.
Shrine. Everyone likes the Woodland Shrine. Where are we at with that? Let's do an update on that, Walker, while you're here.
All right.
Ooh. Development.
It's now Fireball. No.
It's
Development.
It's a tie. Stones and Bones and Woodland Shrine are tied currently, everyone.
Stony Bone Shrine and the Woodland Scene. There we go.
Done. Walker's got it solved. Walker's got it figured out. Perfect. Stones and Bones and a Woodland Shrine. Just combine them all together. Well, Walker, thanks for calling in, and thanks for chatting with us about the build. We look forward to hanging out with you in the future here on the Crazy Crafter live stream. And you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday, my friend.
All right, thank you very much, and everybody's stuff's looking great. Lots of inspiration. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
right.
you.
Ditto. I couldn't agree more, Walker. Thank you so much for calling in, everyone that has called in today. You guys are absolutely rock stars. Loving getting to chat with you guys and talk about your builds. Let's see here. Let's pop over to who's this guy? Can we skip this one? We should just skip this one. We should skip.
Yeah,
this
you
guy.
should skip him.
We're not
skipping
this guy.
I think it's like pretty crafty that Zane's is the last one. His name is Zed. It's always going to be last if we do alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Saving best for that.
Because we're gonna use John's is gonna be the last today because we're gonna head over to Discord.
That's
and
true.
Check out John's
That's
true. A little bit. So.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is an absolutely phenomenal piece here, dude. Let's pop back over here and check this. So talk to us a little bit about this build. So first off, how did you tell for the viewers that aren't familiar with Zane Morgan and Zane Morgan Crafts. Zane is our resident blender guru, right? And I'm gonna let him chat about it. Let's let him chat about his build.
If you don't know me, I am Zane Morgan, running Zane Morgan Crafts over on YouTube and Instagram. Check me out. Now, but yeah, I have a background in 3D design, specifically for animation and video games, that kind of thing. I dropped out of that because it's expensive to be in art school, and I'm cheap. But I took those skills and taught myself the program Blender, which is a free program that anyone can download, and it's a multi-tool of programs, but at the basis of it, it's a 3D rendering program. So my stuff, I like to incorporate my 3D designs, 3D print them, and add them to my foam builds to just elevate the craft for details that I couldn't do in foam. So for this one, I wanted to do a build, and I did this in about 2 days' time. 1 day specifically for designing the building, and that's actually designed after the Rialto Bridge in Venice. So I was on a Venice kick for a while, and I'm also on this tentacle Cthulhu kick for my entire life. So if you're a follower of the Crazy Crafter live stream, one of the running jokes in the stream is tentacles. And Carl from Carl Makes Stuff introduced us to the Tentacle or Shoggoth on the Roof musical, which one of the songs is quite literally titled Tentacles. And I was listening to it and I was like, let me just build something with tentacles in it. So I came up with a bridge ambush where a Cthulhu type creature was coming up out of the water and attacking this dystopian Rialto bridge. And yeah, I mean, it came together pretty quickly. The painting took about 2 hours. I didn't have any resin to do a deep pour, so I used layers of UV resin topped with some of this Woodland Scenics water effects, which you really don't have to buy this. You can just use like matte medium or gel medium or gesso. And then to add some texture for the rapids and the tentacles coming up out of the water, I used the method John was talking about earlier that he used for ice, which is cotton and UV resin, and it just creates this nice frothy water look. So
nice.
I can literally like hear the water like rushing as these tentacles are coming out of it. Looking at that, it's cool.
Yep.
Thank you. I mean, it came together a lot quicker and easier than I expected it to. It's not my original conception of it because I was going to have a whole whirlpool and a backdrop and all that stuff, but for what it is, I'm happy with it. So yeah.
Well,
and
you did.
Can people get hold of that STL, by the way?
Yeah, so the bridge STL is my design, and I'm not going to take credit for the tentacles because I did not create the tentacles. Those are actually Loot Studio tentacles from their Valhalla release. That's the Kraken. But I did create a tentacle STL, but that my first ever designed miniature. So it didn't make it into the book, but I have a Patreon. For $5 a month, you get access to all of my creations. So fun stuff.
Coming over? You can check it out. All right.
We got Ben.
Yeah, Ben is joining the stream. We're checking out everyone's guild builds for the month. Here, have a seat. Let me close the garage. You can sit in. We're almost done. We only have a few minutes left. So have a seat.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we play Minecraft when you are done?
Yes, we can play Minecraft after the stream.
Okay.
Creative? Well, here. I guess I shouldn't have had you sit down. Let me sit down.
Yep, Discord link coming right up.
Yeah, the Discord link is coming up there. Here, oh my goodness. All right.
I got my Pokemon shirt on.
I know. I see your Pokemon shirt on. You want to say hi to everyone? You can say hi to everyone. Hello.
I can't really sit down because you're reading.
Okay. You can sit on the edge of the chair there. There we go.
It's the mini crazy crafter, folks.
It is the mini crazy crafter. Let's see if we can pull up a Discord here for everyone. Zane, real quick on your build.
Yeah.
The thing that I absolutely love, I mean, I like everything about it, but I really love all the colors that you got on the bridge.
You poked my ear.
I'm sorry, kiddo. You're all right.
Thank you.
The bridge colors that you came up with here turned out absolutely fantastic, and I'm blown away by it.
He actually made all of that?
Yeah, he made all of that.
I
Pretty
made
cool.
that.
And there's stuff below.
Yeah, what does that look like? What are those? What's coming out of the water?
It looks like a monster.
What kind of monster? What are those called? This is called?
No.
Those are tentacles.
Nope.
I know what tentacles are, but it kind of looks like a sea monster.
It does look like a sea monster. All right, Zane, your build was a rockstar status. So, John, I'm gonna pull up the Discord.
I did mine in an hour. I did it in an hour. Okay.
And an hour, which is awesome. Like that's super impressive. Let's see if we can check out how that comes together here. What is this? What am I adjusting here if I do this? All of that.
And I crashed the entire stream.
No, you didn't crash the entire stream. It's me figuring out. I don't know why Discord is being finicky right now. So let me get rid of that real quick. We're going to add it back in. Give me 1 second here, boyos, as I get it back in.
Oh, John, that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw it. I already caught a glimpse of it through here. It looks absolutely cool, and I'm excited to share this with everyone.
That's a goblin. Wait, can I show them my goblin?
Oh, you want to show them your goblin? I don't know where your goblin is. I moved it. Ben painted up a mini the other day. We were out here crafting together.
Well,
I moved him, honey.
I know where Astro.
I didn't realize that the hairdryer was considered cheating.
I was just gonna say I used the hairdryer exclusively on mine. So
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think we put that
I've
one to
almost
bed.
got
We all use a hairdryer now.
Yeah, we definitely all use. There's nothing wrong with a hairdryer. Let's do this right here.
Did you make these tentacles, John?
Yeah, nothing existed like an hour ago.
That's awesome.
Very
man.
cool. You even got static grass on there.
Yeah.
Did you just sprinkle it on, or did you use the applicator?
I just sprinkled it on.
Oh, okay.
Ben,
I just bought the new Static King from I think Woodland Scenics, or no, War World. That yeah. I
Woodland
didn't want
Scenics.
to break that out for this.
Did you
All
get
right,
the
here we
adapter
go.
for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't use the battery.
Yeah.
John, you maniac! Look at this thing. I've got it up on the stream now for everyone here. This looks absolutely phenomenal. So you did this in an hour. What did you
Yeah,
man, talk to us about the
bridge-
piece here.
I just carved the bridge out of some styrodur, which I was happy to have laying around. I just put all my texture into that, painted up. I didn't Mod Podge or base coat anything because I didn't have time for it to dry. So painted that up. I used some rocks in the water. The mounds of grass on each side of the bridge are aluminum foil. Then I put hot glue over it. I made the tentacles out of toothpicks and hot glue, and a bunch of UV resin for the water.
So, what were the tentacles again?
They're just some toothpicks that I bent into the shape, and then I globbed hot glue, like little blobs underneath.
That's
You know, for
So
I don't know,
cool.
little
See,
suction
Johnny
cups or
did
whatever.
that. That's pretty cool. Super cool, dude.
Yeah,
That's
just a little.
that's definitely Crazy Crafter stream live worthy, John. You completed a build in less than the amount of time for the stream, and this piece looks awesome.
Now can you?
Hold on.
Thanks.
He's really excited to show off his minis here. We'll show off your minis here in a second.
I like the like leaves and stuff in the water, or at least it looks
I
like
do
leaves
too.
from what I can see.
Yep.
Yeah, I tried to get like everything in there. There's pigments, resin, flocking, grass tufts, foam, toothpicks, you name it.
So did you use pigments? It's on the side of the bridges. Is that where it is? Like under the arch?
Yeah, like
the pigments went in.
I used some on the bridge itself on the top and the pathway leading up, and then I used just a little green paint around the archway, give it a little bit of mossy look, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did you color the pigments dry?
I put the pigments on, then hit them with some pigment fixer to set them.
Gotcha.
And then, what was your question, Michael?
The resin. Did you like put any pigment or color in the resin, or is it just the paint underneath?
So I put a fine layer of UV resin down first, and then put some sand and stuff down. Locked in it with that. Nice. Again, didn't have time for glue to dry. And then I primed that, painted it green and brown, and then I just put UV right over it for the water.
See, folks, you can make tabletop terrain in like an hour and 30.
Yep.
Well, John can.
Yeah.
That's absolutely phenomenal. That's super cool, John, that you put this and assembled this together. I also, something else that I'd never thought about doing, just like no time for Mod Podge, just paint that bad boy, right? Get
That's it. That's all it is.
That's fine. Love it. These
the what, Colin?
Will add these the what?
The what? What did he not use in the build?
There's
a song that goes. Yeah.
Mod Podge.
There's a whole song.
Mod Podge. Oh,
there you
Mod Podge. There it is. That's what Zane wants. He wants me to croon my Mod Podge song. Ben created a couple little minis that will add over to his. I'll post pictures up on the Discord so everyone can check it out. But he's practicing his mini painting. This goblin's pretty cool. He's getting good coverage, like where paint's supposed to go. But we'll put these on my bridge ambush, huh? We'll put them up on the bridge so they can ambush that little monk, huh? Yeah.
Nice job, buddy.
We will put them.
Zane, everyone's saying good job, dude. Huh? He's a
yay.
I think that's everyone from the build, right? We close it out with Zane. I think we've got all the builds there. All right, this has been fantastic, y'all. You guys have been awesome hanging out with us this entire time for the stream today. This has been a ton of fun looking at all of your builds, but we have one thing left to complete here, and that is a reveal of what the theme. We got two reveals. The one's a surprise reveal. The first reveal is what
bridge ambush.
Yeah, the theme for the bridge ambush or not. It's not bridge ambush. That was December. We're going to reveal the theme for January. It is still a deadlock tie, by the way. So here's how I think this is going to go down. Instead of having it be broke by this, we'll let the next person who's hosting the live stream for the January guild build make the final decision. We'll let that tiebreaker be.
I've got a better idea because I mean that's me.
Oh.
I think we should let Ben choose.
Okay, they're saying you need to choose the next guild build theme. Okay, here are your options. Well, wait. So you're saying like between the two, right? Between the two that were voted for.
Well, I'm pretty certain I know which one Ben's going to go for now. Actually, so
okay.
Yeah, okay. I've said it now. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's two. So the two choices you have are Stones and Bones or Woodland Shrine.
Woodland Shrine.
There it is.
Yeah.
Woodland Shrine. There it is. Michael's very happy that you selected Woodland Shrine. So, the theme for the January guild build on the Tabletop Crafters Guild will be Woodland Shrine. And I don't know if everyone knows this, but we kind of dropped it there subtly just a few minutes ago. Michael Patterson over at Nat One Videos will be hosting the January guild build over on his channel sometime in the month of early February. So that will be super exciting. Congratulations, my friend. That'll be a ton of fun to go hang out over on Nat One Videos.
On that, though, I don't want to do it on my own. So if any one of you guys kind of wants to come and be there, that's totally fine by me.
I'm always down.
I might consider hanging out. I don't know.
Oh,
Crafting
come on.
live stream might not really be my thing, but I would be more than happy to come hang out with you.
Let me just remind everyone, all this information will be available on Tabletop Crafter.
Correct.
The Tabletop Crafters Guild. So for updated information, links, submissions, all that, please pay attention. It should be tied up to the top of the the guild on Facebook.
They'll pin an announcement.
They'll be pinned.
Wylock will pin an announcement once all those details are created, and we'll look forward to seeing all of your Woodland Shrine builds next month. That'll be a ton of fun. Are you going to build something for next month?
I don't really know what Woodland Shrine means.
Well, we can look it up and we can figure it out.
It's whatever you want it to mean.
That's true.
But
that's true.
You still chose the right one.
Michael says you chose the right one.
He'll get you the £5 after the show.
Yeah, you'll receive payment after the show. I'm excited. That's going to be a ton of fun. This was a ton of fun today, boys. I had a blast hanging out with everyone out there in the chat, and then also hanging out with John, Michael, and Zane here today.
Hey, how about you push them right now?
We will. What do you mean push them? We're not going to push them. Anyway, thank you all.
Them.
Oh, post them? I will post them right after the stream. I promise. He's like, yeah, post my work. John, thank you so much for joining us as a guest today. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Michael and Zane, as always, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you fine folks. So thanks for submitting and hanging out today. Thank you all out there for your submissions today.
Great submissions, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Can you say bye-bye to everyone? Bye-bye. On that note, we'll wrap things up today. I have a Minecraft date with this little guy. We're gonna do that, and then I gotta start thinking about what my Woodland Shrine Guild build is gonna be. So until then, everyone, be sure to craft your passion daily, and we will see you all on the next Crazy Crafter live stream. Cheers, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Daddy? Daddy?